Gotta be ready for when the war starts. Fighting these battles through life got us accumulating war scars. Nothing is given. We going through these curses while we living. We soldiers on a mission until the dead in Christ is risen. I thank the Lord for all the Biggins, Most High in Christ for all the fallen soldiers that I didn't mention. For all the fallen sisters too, through the years trying to fight back the tears cause we missing you. And I never met Common War, but I hear stories from the brothers. In the truth, he was a dinosaur. And I know one day we all gotta die. I pray I go honorable like Makata's eye. Fighting through these curses to survive, I vow to keep their name alive. Fallen soldiers, I let my eyes cry through this pen and made my niggas rise again. My fallen soldiers, fighting through these curses to survive, I vow to keep their name alive. Fallen soldiers, I let my eyes cry through this pen and made my niggas rise again. My fallen soldiers. It's war at all costs, they killing us off. We holding on to all thoughts, no memories lost, and you can fall for they snare.
Hey, I'm just following orders. Let me get one of those slow motion pictures, bro. One of the slow motion pictures.
You gotta shoot at 60 frames per second.
Come on,
They say they wanna hit that raw shit. These niggas claiming that they bullshit. These niggas better move and coach shit. As if they make the wrong move and coach shit. You see me, they like, ooh, keep on shopping. I'm on my way up and they ain't gon' stop it. They say they wanna hit that raw shit. Coming up on my divorce. They see me, they like, keep on shopping. I'm on my body, real niggas right beside me. Damn right, I broke my army. Blowing up like a rocket. Can't nobody stop it. These niggas garbage. So watch your mouth, boy. Coming all black, slither in the house. Coming mouth, boy. I'm off the hip like a cowboy. I'm a king, you should bow, boy. Shorty like that, man, you cut up. Nothing I can handle. 144 in the booth, going Rambo. Niggas do you dirty like a stick in a bando. That's why I play the corner like a bum with a banjo. I'ma lead by example. Ooh, keep on stopping, got this bitch off the hand. Got the juice, got the drip, about to hit the bitch with the salt. It ain't rap, it's assault. Can't taste a bitch unless you with the coke. They say they wanna hit that raw shit. These niggas claiming that they bullshit. These niggas better move and coach shit. As if they make the wrong move and coach shit. Hey. One way, one way, one way, one way, one way. Coming up on my divorce.
I do it how a veteran be. You better than me. I'm Reggie at the edge of the key. It's all money, no honey. Think you settle and see. You locked up, fucked up, and it's back to the streets. It's One West. You can check the residency. I reside with soldiers died on the soles of their feet. Cause there's death before designer. Ain't no coward in me. Cause I'm cold as a bitch's shoulder. You ain't calling a week. Get the cooking on this beat. Hope you like it well done. Got them killers rolling with me and they all red rum, red rum, red rum. Got you fuckers scared some. Get the banging on this beat till my fucking head numb. Black Glock, red drums, black and yellow Air Ones. Homie, you ain't got a vest. I suggest you wear one.
Told these niggas we was going up. They was doing a lot of talking. Now these niggas ain't saying shit.
Feeling like a legend in this shit. Lil nigga, I'm past veteran. Never feeling third. Lil nigga, I'm past second. Guns, I gotta have them all like Ash Ketchum. Shotty break a nigga ribs up like his wife left him. We all stepping. Kill you with kindness cause I'm dead nice. That 5'7" put you 6 feet, not talking height. That judge giving out 5, but you doing life. These hands are rude GPS. A mean right. That's mean right. We build different, you know the vibes. And we stamped it authentic, we notarized. I keep a 144 because I know a cod. Noah's Ark, you know I'm with animals when we flowing by. We back again, no cap, when I'm with Cap again. Yeah, they say they want smoke until we matching them. Everything righteous, so you know when we get back at them, you get hit up with a K, but no acronym.
They say they wanna hit that raw shit. These niggas claiming that they bullshit. These niggas better move and coach shit. As if they make the wrong move and coach shit. You see me, they like, ooh, keep on shopping. I'm on my way up and they ain't gon' stop it. They say they wanna hit that raw shit. Coming up on my divorce.
one west till they bury me. I'm one west till they bury me. I'm one west till they bury me. I be one west to the death till they bury me. One west till they bury me. I'm one west till they bury me. I'm one west till they bury me. I be one west to the death till they bury me. I be one west to the death till they bury me. They ain't scaring me. Rip the soul out of Pharisee. Speaking heresy, it get you fucked up apparently. It's like they daring me. I said chill, they ain't hearing me. They ain't listening. Every bar nitroglycerin. Hit your heart, bring it back to start, make you live again. Get them dividends or we start getting ignorant. I be on that soldier shit. I told you shit phenomenal. Nah, but he abdominal. So what you suckers trying to do? Rhyming comical, guess it's funny until I'm bombing you. Bring apocalypse to them pussy niggas that's popping shit. Team of all-stars, I coach them up like I'm Popovich. Fuck the politics and the lobbyists and apologists. They vagina, so we gon' check them like gynecologists. It's kinda obvious how the situation is ominous. The way I vomit this and regurgitate for the audience. They start applauding this cause the competition is fraudulent. From the era where niggas smoke you up like a parliament. The flow been stupid, shit has gotten retarded since. All the dominance of one west rising to prominent. Cause I be one west to the death till they bury me. I'm one west till they bury me. I be one west to the death till they bury me. I'm one west till they bury me. I be one west to the death till they bury me. I'm one west till they bury me. I be one west to the death till they bury me. I'm one west till they bury me. They want a nigga quiet, mute my maneuvers, but I ride like I got Groupon for Uber. Rhymes hard like they been viewed by Medusa. 9 milli Luger, 17 in the Ruger. Only need a few to sit up in your medulla. Obligata for the regatta, niggas wildin', they win every dollar. They riding by in black Impalas, let the semi holler. A showstopper, been as proper since a teeny bopper. But now I'm growing them off Patron, a premium of vodka. I put extensions on the Glock, modify the chopper. The swore heavy, war ready, and that's working mama. No marijuana, say I got the loudest silence on it. When I'm up on it, ain't no rapper do it like I do it. A lot of spitties and writers, but when they heat's on, none of them can get to the fire around with me. And I had them niggas spin like a tire, down the D. And I'm still dope as a piper. Every bar burn hard like a spoon with a lighter. Fuel to ignite, I'm winning, coming through with the title because U.P. I be one west to the death till they bury me. I'm one west till they bury me. I be one west to the death till they bury me. I'm one west till they bury me. I be one west to the death till they bury me. I'm one west till they bury me. I be one west to the death till they bury me. I'm one west till they bury me.
Warrior with the hands, that's what I'm all about. Hunger in my eyes, vengeance in my mouth. They don't want no altercation. Situation gon' get critical. It's best that you be easy. The end gon' be biblical. Look, flow like a river. It's something like a miracle. Royalty in my veins, loyalty in my ways. Pay back in every breath, plus revenge in my heart. The truth in every word. Bring light into the dark. And I ain't never lukewarm. Shit, I blazing in the season. Got plenty food for thought. Just gotta watch who I'm feeding. And I been walking with them angels. So I guess I got this pistol for no reason. Niggas barely breathing, criticizing all my achievements. Won't make me weak. Nah, it won't make me slack off. These niggas baby fat soft. Better bear witness or back off. I be ripping shit like sackcloth. Dumb dogs all barked out. My hymen say I cup full. No room for emotion, so I pour my heart out. This road hard, but I intend to stay. And if it ain't UPK, then they in the way. My niggas righteous, they real, they down to suffer. Flow so deep, it drown a motherfucker. He say he in the truth, oh yeah? Well, this the home. And I don't hate them brothers, I'm just too loyal to my own. Plus what they believe, hard for me to follow. No rank me, no head, and I ain't leaving this body to live and sleep in hollow. So when they ask I'm UPK, you tell them absolutely. And I ain't trimming my ways for nothing, gotta execute me. Cause I can never die with my tail tucked between my legs. Shit I be thinking, watching my daughters tucked in their bed. They so smart, And Alana, she's so beautiful, but they ain't like other babies. And they daddy far from usual. Now I'm missing cause I'm about my father's business. It ain't about this shit I used to do in that 98 Navy, the tan leather seats. See, without wisdom, this world make you weak. I found out that the truth was bitter, the lies are sweet. Tried everything, I guess me and YAHANNA had to meet. Now I make the blind see, and I make the dead speak. And teach both my little girls the day that they lie with a man, they better bring me bloody bed sheets. Chaos match the time, this Glock match my handpiece. And I ain't trying to take him out, but I will defend this house. Or take a check, 144 in that black trench on some hitman shit. Shit call me 47, praying for Armageddon. Me and my soldiers dressed for the wedding. Fuck the fame, ask why, tell them I'm loyal to the king. Until the righteous reign, loyal to the king. I want that straight lane to break the chain. Loyal to the king, them devils can't have me, bitch. I'm loyal to the king. That's right. Bring that hot flame, you bitch ain't loyal to the king. Until the righteous reign, loyal to the king. I want that straight lane to break the chain. Loyal to the king, them devils can't have me, bitch. I'm loyal to the king. Bring that hot flame, you bitch ain't loyal to the king.
Any man give his life for Yahweh Shai, Mashiach, and Christ, and fall up under that UPK banner, is my brother and my blood, and I will die and kill for him if necessary.
Go to ground, 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 go to ground.
It's all about that warfare, boy.
Give ground, give ground, give ground, back up, give ground, give ground, give ground, back up, give ground, give ground.
It's all about that warfare, boy.
Take ground, 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 take ground.
My soldiers take ground till I'm stand down.
Take ground, take ground, take ground, take ground, take ground, take ground, take ground.
My soldiers take ground till I'm stand down.
Take ground, take ground, take to God. The white man is the devil.
You see, I've been in here for a little minute. You know what I'm saying? And I see niggas, they like to talk a lot. They like to claim leadership. They like to claim this and that. You know what I'm saying? They like to be above what they really is and have authority. But they don't really need that authority. They don't really know what to do with that leadership. You understand? You hold hands with this white ass, need to stop and ask you to give a damn what you talk about. Don't give a fuck what you believe, nigga. Gotta stand up and serve my God. We don't pray on our knees, nigga. Yeah. See, everybody ain't with all that peace talk. Everybody ain't with all that. Let bygone be. Boy, ass need to stop and ask you to prop. It's about to get serious. When they hit us with dope and kill us with crack, where the fuck with your leaders? I'm curious. He cashed out on your blood, traded you in and bought a new biz. Ask you the prophets, I tell you the scheme. If you don't wake up, you gon' die in your dreams. I say you won't tell you no more. I swear these crackers try to kill us slow. Just spoke to a nigga and fed it up for parole. Because of the COVID, it feel like the hoes in this world that don't go together. Know it's gold in the ghetto. I'm in the city blazing with my niggas. Just told the devil the score never settled. Yeah, see the prophets. I'm tired of these niggas keep talking about, you know, you respect my religion, I respect your religion. Boy, your ass need to stop and ask you the prophets. You know, like we all come together. You know what I'm saying? They say God so loved the world. God so loved the world and know boy, your ass need to stop and ask you the prophets. Don't give a damn what you talk about. Don't give a fuck what you believe, nigga. Gotta stand up and serve my God. We don't pray on our knees, nigga. Yeah. Hey, gentlemen, young, we don't pray on our knees, nigga. Gotta stand up. You know what I'm saying? Boy, your ass need to stop and ask shit. Oh, I'm with step, I'm solid for show. To the fake niggas, stay silent, I got it, let's go. Let's go. I ain't taking no losses, ain't no talking when we got the flow. Ain't no peace, just play with your own. I'ma be loyal to the right arm. Tell him we can't keep me slave. And I can never let bygone be bygone. Got your baby mother on high, got your baby pass through the fire. Ask you the prophets, that baby so below to the Lord. How dare you abort it? Therefore will failure, bitch, I can afford it. I prepare slaughter, you bring me my water. Push your leaders weak, let them lies slip through their teeth. Their ass need to stop and ask you the prophets.
That's just the reality, Christians. I'm sorry to hurt your feelings. I know your pastor lied to you every Sunday for 30 years, but that's what the church is for, lying. That's why they exist, to lie the money out of your pockets.
Boy, your ass need to stop and ask you to give a damn what you talk about. Don't give a fuck what you believe, nigga. Gotta stand up and serve my God. We don't pray on our knees, nigga. We don't pray on our knees, nigga. Gotta stand up and serve my God. We don't pray on our knees, nigga.
All right, shalom, shalom, shalom. With the I.S.U.P.K. And right about now, you're watching I.S.U.P.K. on the ends, man. Every Friday, I'm just a camera a little bit if you could, but shots a little bit. Every Friday, 9 till 12, man. I'm here with Officer Donga Bar, man. Officer 5000, Donga Bar, the Blood Warrior. And you're here with myself, Officer Karafia, the Executioner. And this is the 47th episode of On the Ends, man. Also, big ups to Wada, shalom to all the people that's been with us from day one, man. Keep liking, keep sharing, keep subscribing, man. Keep pushing this, man. You know what I mean? Powerful podcast On the Ends. You know what I mean? Captain Mashak Mayam will be here shortly, man. Yeah, that's too wild. I know a lot of you ain't seen him in a minute, man. You know what I mean? On the Ends definitely missing him, man. You know what I mean? But again, big up to Danica Brown. Big up to Free Thinker Summit. Nakapaya from Brum, man. You know what I mean? Also, make sure you call in 0796 079 46784 079 46784, man. Watch a bit. Actually, no, move the camera a bit towards the door a little bit, yeah, if you could. It's too much, man. So, like, yeah. No sweat, man. And don't feel shy to call him, man. Any question, man. You know what I mean? Get asked to capture when you come to any question, anything on the scriptures, anything that's happened this week, any stories. Also, make sure you let us know, man, and we'll break it down for you, man. Also, big up to Ty from London, man. You know what I mean? Big up to Shalom to Ty from London, man. Big up yourself, man. So again, we got a few things going to go in this week, man. So we got the boys section coming at 10:15. You know what I mean? We got Donga Bar here about to, you know, blaze on some stories. Captain Parasha coming through, man. Don't worry about it, man. Listen, this is the best way to wind down on your Friday, man. You had a long, stressful week and so forth. And you know what I mean? You want to just wind down. You press the devils out there oppressing you, man. You know what I mean? You're working hard, slaving. Then this is the show to watch, man. So this will boost your spirits, man. So lucky, man. So first things first, man, we got to go into his brother right here, man. There's a brother from Brum that stabbed his brother, man. Stabbed his physical flesh. Brother, like, came out of the same wound, man. You know what I mean? Stabbed him to death. You know what I mean? So we get that now. So this, so he goes, what have you done, brother? Court told drunken row led to a man murdering his sibling. And look at that, man. An argument, man, led to a man killing his sibling, man. Your sibling is what, your brother or your sister? And because the man was angry, led to him killing his sibling, man. Let's get some more anyway. Roy Garmson, 34, denies the murder of sibling Joseph, 31, who suffered fatal knife attack wound in Lutney Grove, Bartlett Green. A man fatally stabbed his brother by plunging a knife into his leg following a drunken argument at their mother's home in Birmingham. A court was told Roy Garmson then fled from property, leaving his younger sibling Joseph fatally wounded, asking, "What have you done, brother? I'm dying." And look at that, man. Over an argument, he stabbed his brother, left his brother dying, man. His brother saying, "Yo, listen, what have you done? I'm bleeding, I'm leaking out, man." And that's something this brother got to live with, man. Just because what? Just because he was angry, man. Just because he was angry. And the UPK and the Bible teaches brothers how to control themselves, man. How to control your anger, man. Anyway, we read on. 34-year-old of Rio Road, Northfield, has denied a charge of murder. Adrian Keeling QC, prosecuting at Birmingham Crown Court, said on September the 14th last year, this defendant murdered his own brother in anger. We say he picked up a kitchen knife and stabbed his brother in the left thigh. He did so with enough force that the knife went through the thigh into the outer aspect and through the inner aspect and came out the other side. It went into puncture the left of his scrotum. So lucky, man. The knife busted man's ball bags, man. So lucky. Excuse the French, man. And look, this is your brother that you grew up with, man. Your brother that you both played in the ballpark, probably slept in the same bed, probably got bathed in the same bath, man. Grew up together, and over one row, you killed him, man. That's why it's important that you control your anger, man. And we're gonna get it, man. Salakia. The knife in doing that severed the main artery in his leg, which led to his death. And this man stabbed his brother, bust the arteries, hit him in the scrotum, man. And I guess what? His brother ain't with him no more, man. He ain't with him no more. Let me see if I get the picture of the other brother real quick, man. Salakia. Shalom, Lord and Christ. Yeah, everything's good, man. Shalom. We got quarters in the building. The Reaper, you know. Some killers in the building, you know. We got the Blood Warrior, the Executioner, the Reaper. You know what I mean? So some killers up in there, man. Let me see if I get the picture of the brother real quick, man. So, don't watch that, man. Don't watch that. Is that him right there?
Looked like he had green eyes, you know. Whichever one's got green eyes is probably him. So lucky. That's all.
Where watch the man's eyes from, man?
That's all. Yeah, that's him.
Let me see if I can find it, brother.
I think there was green. Are the green? Or what?
Watch the man's eyes from, man. Lad, but yo. All right, so we'll screenshot the brother's face, man. When the size stop. And shalom to Margawa, man. Shalom to Franco, man. Got London in the house. You know what I mean? We got Holland in the house, man. Let me see if we can find this brother real quick. Where's he at? And this is the brother that killed his brother, man. Damn, all because of anger, man. Listen, let me tell you something about the Bible says, man. Don't wait if you could give me that scripture real quick.
Which one you want? So I can say that again.
Let me get that real quick, man. Let me see if I can find it real quick. I believe it's in Proverbs.
100% in Proverbs.
You know it's a Proverbs scripture, innit? Give me Proverbs 16 and 32 real quick.
100% in Proverbs.
16:32, man.
All right, in the book of Proverbs, chapter 16 and verse 32.
So you might come.
Yeah, go on.
Oh, no,
Proverbs chapter 16, verse 32. He that is slow to anger.
And looking at the Bible, he that is slow to anger, not a man that's quick to get vexed, man. Not a man that you step. Listen, a lot of our brothers are dead. Why? Because we're quick to anger, man. Look how much men are dead because we step on someone's shoes. Look how much men are dead because you owe them money, man. Look how much men are dead because you look at them funny. Like, who you looking at, man? The Bible goes, you need to be slow to anger. Listen, it's not a sin to be angry, man. The Bible says, be angry, but sin not. You can be angry. I'm angry every time I see the LGBTQ, man. I'm angry every time I see a rainbow. I'm angry when I see a brother kill his own brother, man. Right. Over nothing. I get angry also. But don't get angry and kill someone, man. Don't get angry and have sex with a man's wife, man. You can be angry. The Bible goes, be angry, but sin not, man. And the Bible goes, the man that is slow to anger. A man that don't get angry just because you looked at him funny, man. A man that don't switch just because, you gave him a screw face. A man that don't switch because, you had a little argument, man. Keep it in.
He that is slow to anger is better than the mighty.
And a man that's slow to anger is better than the mighty. Now, in this society, you think the mighty man is better? You think the man that's slow to anger is some punk, man? Look at him, man. The man, this is mom 3 times. He did nothing. He did nothing about it. You're crazy, man. That was me. I would have switched. And then the man that switches, he gets all the love, man. See, he don't play that. Short fuse. Listen, he don't play. Look, I don't care if you owe him £1. He don't play that, man. He's short to anger, man. I don't care if you look at him funny. I don't care. It's a principle that matters. That's the man that gets all the love. But God said the man that is slow to anger is better than that man that everyone loves, man. Right. Better than that man that kills a man for owing him money. Better than that man that kills a man that kills someone for looking at him funny. Better than a man that kills a man for stepping on his shoes, man. The man that can control himself, he's better than the mighty. Keep it in.
And he that ruleth his spirit.
And he that what?
He that ruleth his spirit.
And he that rules his spirit. You know what it means to rule his spirit? It means you tell your hands what to do. You tell your mind what to think. You control your own spirit, man. A lot of people say, oh, man, I don't know what I was thinking, man. That's because you ain't thinking, man. Satan was thinking, man. You weren't thinking. You got to be a man that you do all the thinking. You tell your hands what to do. You tell your feet what to do, man. A lot of us get angry, wake up tomorrow, oh, my God, what have I done? You know why? Because you wasn't in control, man. The Bible goes, he that rules his spirit. And that's what all of us need to do. We need to rule our body, man. I was like, I don't know what I've done, why did I do that? Oh, man, I'm sorry, I got angry, man. You can't, listen, that's not acceptable, man. You got to learn to control your spirit, man. Everyone's saying, yo, listen, I'm a kind of man. I get vexed, I black out, man. Listen, that's not acceptable in the Bible, man. See me, when I switch, I see you red. That's not acceptable in the Bible, man. You're supposed to rule your spirit, man. You're supposed to be in control at every time, man, at all minutes, all seconds, man. You're supposed to be in control at all times. Keep it in.
He that is slow to anger is better than the mighty, and he that ruleth his spirit than he that taketh a city.
And the Bible says he that can rule his spirit is better than he that can take a city, man. A man that takes a city or conquers a city is a soldier with tanks and shields and swords. And guess what? If you can control yourself, like what the sister said, man, like what Free Thinker Summit said, discipline. If you got discipline, you're better than a man that can take a city. Baba Shah. You're better than a man that can, You're better than a man with bulletproof vest, stab-proof vest, SWAT team, jumping out of helicopters. You're greater than him, man. You can control your spirit, man. It's like it,
and he stabbed his physical brother, man. And he said, why? He went into a drunken rage. This is why when you drink, you have to be careful, man. Because with life, there's different kind of drunks. Now, typically, there's 4 types of drunks. There's the happy drunk. There's the sad drunk. There's the violent drunk. And then there's just this. So all of these drunks is different, man. They say it's based on genetics, what kind of drunk you are. But the thing is, you being drunk, to a sober person, you're annoying, man. Like you being drunk and like the happy drunk wants to touch you every minute and be like, yes, bro, this, that. And to someone who's sober, it's like, leave me alone, man. To the angry drunk, now the angry drunk, you're a person where everyone's like, I don't want to be around this person, man, because when they drink, they get angry, they get violent. I don't want to be around this person, man. The horrible person when the sad drunk starts crying and starts talking about. Yeah, the sad drunk starts talking about how they're upset with their life and they start crying and whatnot. So it's very important that you monitor your drink, man. Because when you sober up and you realize what you've done in your drunkenness, You're gonna feel ashamed, man.
That's right.
Like this man right here that stabbed his brother over some drunkenness, and this is why when you're angry, you don't ever act out of anger, man. Because he stabbed his brother so much that his brother said, "Brother, what have you done, man?" Meaning he must have got to a next level of drunk, man, to carry out that act. Now people stab people, but to stab your physical brother is next level, man. That I guarantee you, if he was sober, that wouldn't come to his mind. But when you're angry, well, when you're drunk and you're an angry drunk, you do anything, man. So this is why monitor how much you drink, man. Monitor your alcohol intake. You know why? Because if you don't monitor your drinks, you might become that drunk like him and kill someone. And the next day you'll be like, oh, I don't know what happened. I don't remember that. You can't say that to the judge, man. You can't say to the judge, I don't remember what happened. Why? Because the judge is still going to throw you in jail, man. That's right. You can't be angry and say to the judge, yeah, I killed him because, I was just angry. Why? Because the judge is going to throw you in jail, man. And this is why it says a man that rules the spirit is stronger than a man that takes the city. Why? Because a man that can show discipline and a man that doesn't operate out of anger and emotions. Because when you're angry, what's the first thing you want to do? Harm people. And then you calm down over a day or two. So if you let it slide and be like, all right, let me go sleep on it, I guarantee you tomorrow you calm down, man. So sometimes when you're so angry and pissed off, best thing to do is just go to sleep, man. That's right. Go to sleep. You wake up the next day and you be like, you know what? I'm grateful I didn't do something silly, because there's plenty of people in jail for 30 years over nothing, man. There's plenty of people in jail for 20-something years over nothing, man. Why? Because they operated out of anger. Because they couldn't rule over their spirit. Because they couldn't let something slide. Like in life, sometimes things that you let slide, you forget it ever happened though after like 3 months anyway, man. But if you go kill someone, guess what? You have to live with that forever. That's right. And you have to sit in jail. And when you kill them, you don't just kill that person, man. You also kill their mom, their father, their children. Because what's going to happen? Their children's going to grow up without a father, man. That's going to make them mad at the world. Now they're going to be the next child that's running around with knives and guns. And also all these people stabbing people, like he said, he stabbed his brother in his leg. Now he's thinking, if I stab him in the leg, he's not going to die. Because that's what most people think. But most people running around with knives, I think you need to take a course on the body, man, and see where arteries are and realize if you stab someone anywhere, man, you can kill them. But obviously, most people don't know. They just think, okay, if I give him, they call it a leggy. That's what they call it, a leggy. If I give him a leggy, he's not going to die. That's what they call it. If I give him a leggy, he won't die. Not realizing there's main arteries in your leg, man. So before you stab people, man, you take a course on the body, man, and see how the body works and see how all the main arteries are. And then that will make you realize, you know what? I ain't going to stab no one. I ain't going to pull my knife out on no one, because people can die from being stabbed anywhere, man. But what's this, the next one?
Nah, man, I want to elaborate on that
as well.
Go ahead. And likewise, man, when you're angry, think about tomorrow, man. When you're angry, a lot of people like to think about today. A lot of women especially, man. So lucky, I'm about to get the woman. We're going to get to the men as well, man. A lot of women get angry and start saying horrible shit, man. So lucky, man. Start saying horrible shit, man. About, you know what I mean? Like, you ain't this and you ain't that. Forgetting that, listen, there's a tomorrow, man. How you going to look that person in the face after you said what you said, man? Have you heard two girls arguing before? Damn. It's ridiculous, man. Like, yeah, that time when you did this, that. I remember when you didn't wash. But yo, bossing all these secrets. Listen, there's tomorrow. And you and that person, you and that friend might make up tomorrow, man. And guess what? You're going to live in regret, man. You have to look that person in the eye, knowing what you said about that person, man. And likewise with his brother right here, there's a tomorrow, man. And when you calm down, guess what? You ain't got no brother no more, man. Your brother ain't coming back. Why? Because you couldn't control your anger. You stabbed your flesh and blood, and you can't see him no more. All the memories of being in the bath together, man. Being in the shower together, being dressed together. You know how parents do it in the world, man. They don't know no better. Dress all their kids together and, go down school runs and, fighting the bully off because he's picking on your brother, man, and push him on the swing. You gave all that away, man, because of one angry moment, man. You and your brother grew up from kids to how high, sharing with him, sharing sweets and all sorts, man. Going to school and waiting for him. All that you jeopardize. Why? Because you got angry, man. That's why you need to be careful when you get angry, man. You need to be careful when you get angry. When you're about to do something stupid, just call the brothers in the UPK, man, and we'll tell you if you're overreacting or not, man. So lucky, man. So that's what I gotta say. Just control your spirit, man. That's when the UPK, we're well disciplined. A lot of these devils are listening at UPK. We don't lose fights in the UPK, man. But guess what? We think before we just attack him, man. Because we know, guess what? There's tomorrow, man. We don't want to harm none of our brothers, man. Don't get twisted. The UPK, we are well trained. But as long as being trained in fighting and combat, we're also trained in discipline, also, man. Right. Don't get twisted and try fight one of us at camp, man. You go in the hospital. But it's a lot for us. It's a lot for us to put you there, man. Mainly self-defense, man. Mainly self-defense. Listen, people mock our garments and mock how we talk all the time, man. We don't get vexed and beat them up, man. Why? Because we're disciplined, man. But we will defend ourselves, man. We will defend ourselves because why? Our king told us to do that, man. We will defend ourselves. Don't watch that, man. We will harm you and put you in the hospital if needs be. Why? Because we are slow to anger. We control our spirit, man. Right. We don't flip. Oh, this my garment. Beat him up, man. That's not what we do, man. You know what I mean? Anyway, let me move on to the next one. So luck here real quick. Again, man. What going for Drake, man? Yeah. So apparently now, yeah, a man had his wife, loved her and whatnot, man. Drake had sex with this woman and ruined an 8-year relationship. Was it 8 years close together? An 8-year relationship, man. So lucky, man. Come on, man. That's adultery right there, man. I don't know who to blame, Drake or the woman. Who's Drake or the woman, man? I said they're both to blame, man.
Both, but the woman more, man. Imagine the woman ruined the 8-year relationship to go have sex with a celebrity, man. Right. And the thing is, Drake ain't gonna keep her, man. Drake don't want her. Don't you know that Drake has sex with everyone? Drake's a celebrity, man. Drake's gonna have sex with her and then get rid of her, and then guess what? She's gonna go back to that man. Listen, that man needs to contact the I.S.U.P.K so we can give him some strength, man.
That's right.
So we can tell him, don't ever take that whore back, man.
That's right.
Tell him she's a whore, and listen, don't ever take her back. Tell her go to Drake, because Drake ain't gonna pick up her calls, and let her realize for the rest of her life how she opened her legs to her next man while she had a good man. Imagine this man proposed to her, went down on the one knee and everything, man.
On dot of his jeans.
Dirtied up his jeans for no reason, man. For no reason. On one knee, dirtied up his jeans, man. For no reason, man. For this whole to have sex with Drake, man. Listen, man. I pray the brother has the strength to never deal with her again, man.
That's right.
Like I said, have you got the thing when he wrote? What's it called?
Let me see if I got it here.
He kind of wrote something about it.
That's terrible, man. Salakia. That's terrible, man. He must feel like shit, man. Salakia, man.
Then again, saying that like Drake was having sex with a ton of people's women, man.
Drake accused of breaking Naomi Sharon's engagement during Certified Lover Boy. Rapper Drake has been making headlines for several reasons, and he could be the reason for breakup of Naomi Sharon's long-term relationship. Rapper Drake has been making headlines for several reasons, and he could be the reason for the breakup of Naomi Sharon's long-term relationship. According to Sharon's ex-fiance, Jamie's son, the rapper ruined their 8-year relationship by sleeping with his now former fiance. As reported by the Hot New Hip Hop, Naomi's fiance claims Drake and his lady slept together. Naomi is establishing herself as an artist. Georgia Smith has been compared to her. Naomi has recently spotted in the studio with Drake.
And this is the thing, man. It's Drake's making headlines. Drake tries to touch one of these sisters in here. He's making headlines, man. Not these kind of headlines. like Officer Crawford said, we're disciplined, but you know, he's going to be making the headlines, man.
That's right.
He's going to be making the headlines, man.
Along with Prince Philip.
Certified Lover Boy. Go ahead.
It's like you're going to be on the same page as Prince Philip, man.
Exactly.
It's going to be DMX. It's going to be DMX, Prince Philip, and Drake, man. Touch my wife, so lucky, man. It might be a quadruple thing. The woman might be there as well, man. So lucky, don't go bar.
Like imagine, man. Drake could have any woman in the world, man. Any single woman. Because all these women love Drake and they love all that lover boy stuff. They love all that bedrock nonsense and Drake and emotionless them. Honestly, Drake, I used to think Drake was a decent rapper, but damn.
It's like speaking of Drake, man. Big up to Zabadja, man, from Toronto, man.
Oh, shit.
See, he's from Toronto too, but he's not like Drake, man. He's righteous, exactly. Man. You get me? It's like a carry on.
So this man, and in the Bible, a similar thing happened, man. When David took Uriah's wife,
that's right.
Could have had any woman he wanted. The Lord said, I gave you wives, man. Drake can have any woman he wants. And all this poor man's got is this one woman, man. This poor man had this one woman that he was with for 8 years, man. That he was with for 8 years. And this woman opened their legs to Drake, man. And now this man, 8 years of his life has gone down the drain, man. This man's all alone in the house, all alone, man. Upset and distraught. And this is why he should have had another wife, man.
That's right.
He should have had another wife, man. Imagine this woman's telling this man, you can't have another woman. But then she's getting shelled down by Drake, man. Drake shelling her down, man. And she's telling this man he can't have another woman. This man called her his ex-fiance, man. Listen, I wouldn't even call her that because she's trying to establish her career. Women in the ISUPK understand this. They understand your man comes before your career, man.
That's right.
They understand they ain't going to have sex with no superstar because of their career. They would rather all of us be flat out broke, man.
That's
and
right.
they still have their dignity. But this woman opened their legs to Drake, man. So like, if you got a picture of her, man, I need to see a picture of him. So like,
So I can't see none there, you know. So like, I can't see that.
Go if you go on, type in his name, it might come up on the.
It says Sharon's fiance.
You didn't have his name.
What's the name? Naomi Sharon.
Yeah, Naomi Sharon. Put up a picture of her as well. We're exposing this dot today, man. we be putting this dot on the screen today, man. If you want to know what a whore is, it's Naomi Sharon.
That's right.
Naomi Sharon is the definition of a whore, man. That has sex with other men while she's got a man that proposed to her.
She actually looks like Jodie Smith for real, you know.
Women always talking about, he ain't official unless he gives me a ring. This man gave her a ring and she still opened her legs to
That's
Drake, man.
right.
Don't tell me none of this nonsense about a man must give you a ring for you to stay faithful. Listen, I've seen this man give the ring and they didn't stay faithful. So I ain't giving no ring, man, because you're going to open your legs anyway, man. Telling me I must give a ring for you. Listen, man. And she better give him the ring back as well, man. Post the ring back, man. Is that her?
Yeah, God.
This is her, man. She better post the ring back, man. Opening her legs to Drake and probably 10 other men in the studio. And how can you be so dumb? Like, all you are is a groupie.
That's right.
Rappers have sex with groupies and then never speak to them again. Does she really think she's going to be Drake's woman? Does she really think out of the millions of women Drake could have, he's going to choose her? All she is just a bit of sex for Drake in the studio. All she is, where's she from? The UK?
Yeah.
All she is a bit of English sex. That's all she is. English sex. That's all she is for Drake, man. A bit of sex with a girl from England. Drake, I bet he doesn't even remember her name, man. Meanwhile, her man's broke. Did we get a picture of him?
No, I couldn't get one.
Meanwhile, her man's broken. He's distraught. He's sliding down the wall in the shower, man, with the water on, man. In the corner, why? Because this woman opened her legs.
He's in the corner.
Yeah, they put their back on the wall and slide down the shower, man. That's what he's doing. So that's probably what he's doing right now, man. Distraught. Did they have kids?
He didn't say, you know. So yeah.
Damn.
Boy, the fact is, Drake ain't slacking, man. Drake's cold, man. And imagine that too. Imagine if your wife cheats on you with a should I say a regular man. That's cold enough, man. But imagine your woman cheats on you with Drake, man. Like that would knock your confidence. You're thinking, well, I can't compete with this.
Exactly.
You know, we got more money than me, more popularity than me, got all these hits, everyone loves him. That would knock that would break a man. That would break a man's spirit, man. And she did that to someone who she's supposed to love, man. The man got down on one knee, dirty up his jeans, you know. Imagine, you know, she better wash them jeans, man. So luck, yeah.
Ripped the knee on his jeans.
Man probably ripped the knee on his jeans and gave her a ring. Gave her a ring. And guess what? Drake didn't give her no ring. And she had sex with a man that didn't give her no ring. She had sex. She jeopardized all that. She jeopardized life with her husband just for a bit of fun, man. You know what I mean? The man wanted what? A lifetime commitment, man. And she jeopardized that for a bit of fun, man. So lucky, man. Drake's like that's wicked, man. That's fucked up, man. Drake, this man wanted to spend his whole life with this woman, his whole life. And Drake said, nah, I don't want to spend my whole life. I just want to have some sex, man. And she jeopardized that, man. Right. And rich or not rich, let me tell you something. That's wicked in the Bible, man. That's wicked according to God, man. Someone get me that, man, with Samuel and Nathan, man. So look, I think 2 Samuel 12. 2 Samuel 12.
David.
With Nathan and David, man.
No, you're right. And David.
No, Nathan the prophet.
Oh, yeah.
You get me? Yeah. This happened in the Bible, man. There's a man in the Bible called King David, man, who made a mistake one time, man. He was rich and could have had any woman he wanted, but he wanted another man's woman. And this is what happened here, man. Drake have any girl he wants, man, by the snap of his fingers, man. Drake ain't got to go on these dating apps. Drake ain't got to, pay women to sleep with him. Girls will do anything for Drake, man, by the flock, man.
Right.
By the flock, man. But guess what? Drake wanted this man's woman, man. All them whores wasn't enough. Drake can have any woman he wants, any color, any race, any city, any country, anything, man. These girls will make his hotline blink, man. They'll ring off his phone, but he wanted this man's woman, man. That's the problem, man. Keep it in.
2 Samuel 11 and 10. And when they had told David, saying, Uriah went not down unto his house, David said unto Uriah, camest thou not from thy journey?
12 and 12.
12.
2 Samuel 12 and 12.
2 Samuel
12 and 1. 12 and 1.
2 Samuel chapter 12 and verse 1. And the Lord sent Nathan unto David.
So David was a man that was rich, man, and he saw a woman, and he thought she was good looking. He did some checks and whatnot, and it come to find out the woman had a man already, and David didn't care. Just like with Drake, Drake's in the studio working with this sister, found out she got a man. Like, I don't care, man, because what matters to me is I get what I want, man. Forget what families I destroyed, man. Forget the fact that this man wasted money on a ring, man. Imagine that, spent your hard-earned money on a ring, and that ring got to go back, man. Keep it in.
And he came unto him and said unto him, there were 2 men in one city.
And the prophet gave a parable to David. He said there was 2 men in one city, man. In one city, there was 2 men. Keep it in.
The one rich and the other poor.
And one of them was rich and one was poor, man. Like this brother here, man. He's a poor brother. He ain't boss like Drake. He ain't making millions like Drake. He ain't making videos like Drake, man. But then you got Drake, who's rich, making millions, got, hit song after hit song, man. Keep it in.
The rich man had exceeding many flocks and herds.
And the rich man had many properties, land, he owned stuff. Just like Drake, man, got a mansion here, a mansion there. Keep it in.
But the poor man had nothing.
And this poor man had nothing, man. He's trying to make his girl the next Georgia Smith, you know what I mean? Trying to hustle some studio time and make things work. Trying to hustle up a little ring and get down on one knee and make things work, man. Keep it in.
Save one little ewe lamb.
But the man had one little lamb, man. He had nothing much, man, but his wife, man. His one little wife, man. That's all he had, man. This other man had loads of flocks, loads of lamb, loads of sheep, girls that would fall at his feet, girls that would do anything, man. And this man just had his one lamb, man. That's all he had. Didn't have much, man. Keep it in.
Which he had brought and nourished up.
And he brought this lamb nourished up, man. This lamb, this woman, his wife, been with him from he was in primary school, secondary school, got memories upon memories, man. He probably all about the lamb and ring, man. Go way back. They got history. Keep it in.
And it grew up together with him.
And it grew up with him, man. They got history to go way back, man. Like you and your woman. Some of these brothers been with these girls for 7 years, 8 years, 9 years. Go way back, man. Keep it in.
And with his children.
Mm-hmm.
It did eat of his own meat.
And the lamb, that's how close he was with this lamb. Imagine, lamb eat grass. Imagine a lamb that eats your food, man. That's how much you love it, man. You will give the lamb your food. That's how much this man loved his wife. This is symbolic of that, man. Keep it in.
And drank of his own cup.
Keep it in.
And lay in his bosom.
And laid in his bosom, man. When someone's in your bodom's here. When someone's here, it means you're hugging them, man. Keep it in.
And was unto him as a daughter.
Keep going.
And there came a traveler unto the rich man, and he spared to take of his own flock and of his own herd to dress for the wayfaring man that was come unto him.
So the traveler that came to the city, and they wanted the sheep to dress. To dress means what? Season up. To season, prepare, man. They wanted the sheep to prepare. Keep it in.
But took the poor man's lamb.
And so a traveler came to the city of the rich man and the poor man, and they wanted to make some lamb, and they took the poor man's lamb, man. Remember, the rich man got loads and thousands and, sheep on sheep, but it took this man's one lamb. Keep it in.
And dressed it for the man that was come to him.
And they dressed it for that sojourner, man. Keep it in.
And David's anger was greatly kindled against the man.
So David heard this parable. So David's in his chair on his throne, and the prophet is telling David this parable, man. And David listened to it, he's getting vexed, like, yo, what the fuck? What kind of shit is this, man? Keep it in.
And he said to Nathan, as the Lord liveth, the man that have done this thing shall surely die.
So David got vexed, sprung out his seat like, yo, what kind of fuck is this, man? Someone that does shit like this needs to die, man. David listened to this like how wicked can you be to take a man's one lamb? Sprung out his seat, man, said, a man like this should die, man. Keep it in.
And he shall restore the lamb fourfold.
And he should die, and he should repay back that lamb threefold, man. 3 times, man. Keep it in.
Because he did this thing.
Keep it in.
And because he had no pity.
Keep it in.
And Nathan said to David, Thou art the man.
And Nathan goes, Nathan's like, David, that man's you, man. You know, David's like, oh. And that's wicked, man. But you got everything you want, but you want a next man's piece, man. Leave that man alone with his piece, man. Guess what? If she was single, I bet you any money Drake wouldn't even want her, man. Certain about this adultery. The adultery get a thrill of taking another man's wife, man. You get a thrill out of it. I don't know what it is. It's damn near having sex with a man's woman is borderline homosexual, man. It's a luck, yeah. A man kisses his wife in the morning, and then you're there in the afternoon kissing that same woman, man. A man's private parts is rubbing in a woman. The bodies are naked, touching, and you don't care as long as you get your turn. And you go there after. A man puts all types of fluid and sperm in his woman, man, and you don't care as long as you get yours after, man. So lucky, I'll speak to my brother one time. So lucky, and he's talking how much he's a bonner man. And, yo, I'm business. I'm a bonner man. Joe grind. And I asked him, like, so listen, you go in the man's yard when he ain't there. Like, yeah, standard. You know what he said to me? Because sometimes I see the man's shoes in the passageway. I go, hold on. You see a man's shoes in the passageway, you don't bother. He's like, nah, man. I'll just step over that and carry on. I was like, damn, listen, them shoes alone would just put me off, man. See a man's shoes just line up in the passageway, I'm like, nah, man, this ain't for me, man. To luck you, man. Also, yeah, man, big shout out to Leon from Leicester. Big up to Tazapa one from Manny. I saw your video just land, man. Powerful video, man. I saw that, man. Because, you know what I mean? It's like the slavery watching that, man. So lucky. Big up to Kamala, Dwayne Davis, Zabadja, Banyamian. Big up yourself, man. Shalom, man. So again, if you say for me to the next one.
So lucky. And on that, in the parable, also said, this man nourished up his lamb, meaning once you have a wife, it's more than just sex, man. Like you have to deal with all that depression, right, all the anxiety, all that stuff she's going through. Imagine this man dealt with all of that, man. Dealt with all of that, raised her up, taught her how to be a better woman, taught her how to do certain things, and then Drake just came and had sex with her, man. Drake just came and had sex with her just like that. Like people think in a relationship, oh yeah, all it is about sex, when really there's tons of things that comes with that relationship, man. That's right. It comes with headaches. That's right. It comes with you being annoyed. It comes with her moaning about nothing. It comes with her moaning about everything. It comes with all of that, man. It comes with her wanting to start arguments as soon as you step through the door, Quatazar. As soon as you kept through the door, Quatazar, it comes with her changing the locks in the door. Your key's not working no more. She's asking you where you've been. It's after 12 o'clock. You're saying, it's lucky I just finished on the ends. The locks is changed. It comes with all of that, man. Then when she finally understands you actually at the ends, Drake comes and has sex with her. So lucky. Imagine you've done all that, and then Drake just has it that easy. Yo, listen, man. Get a woman in the ISUPK, man. Who would never whore on you, man. And if that man was in the ISUPK, he would understand that Drake's not better than him, man. Only outside of this room, you think celebrities are better than you. That's right. Whereas the brothers in here is way better than Drake, man. That's right. All Drake can do is sing. That's it. All Drake can do is sing. He don't even write his own songs. Bear that in mind first. He's got a ghostwriter, so all Drake can do is sing. Whereas you have the answers, man. You being in here, you know how to live. You know how to not die. Drake doesn't know that, man. That's right. Drake doesn't know how to not die. All Drake knows how to do is sing. And that's it, man. And singing will only get you so far, man. Listen, understand this, man. When Christ comes, Drake singing to him ain't gonna change the facts, man. Ain't gonna change the facts that if you're against the Lord, he's gonna destroy you when he returns, man. I don't care how good you can sing, man. Give me some more singing. Chris Brown, all of them. Listen, man. With you and all them other. What's Chris Brown? What's that one? Just got rich, took a broke nigga bitch. Yeah. Listen, man. That song was rough, man. Just got rich, took a broke nigga bitch. Listen, man. That's what this. People like me, that's what they see. They see it as, well, he's broke, man. Like, they ain't taking my bitch. It's like they see it as, you know what I mean? I'm rich, I'm somebody. I can have sex with your wife and give you back, man, because you're irrelevant, man. Look at this is what it's saying. It's basically saying, like, listen, I could do that because I'm entitled to. It's lucky, man. That entitlement will cost you your neck, man. So you got the link. Captain Kaposh wants to jump in on this one. Oh, I know. You got the link. Captain Kaposh, we're gonna send you the link now. But listen, man. All these songs, just got rich, took a broke nigga bitch. Everybody dances to them and loves them until someone takes your bitch, man. That's right. That man ain't dancing to that song no more. He's in the shower, sliding down the shower curtain, man. Listening to. Give me one of them sad songs, Squatters are.
Don't leave me, girl.
Don't leave me, girl. Yeah, man. Where the man's sitting on the cloud, man, and he's like, if you take your Lord, and listen, that tune's like, you tell me that tune ain't a classic. Sometimes, exactly. Sometimes you gotta turn the volume up on that one in the car. I remember one time I was having some road rage. I pulled up on it. Some niggas cut me off. I pulled up beside him. I've dropped the window to remember what I was listening to. I'd say, oh shit. I have to remember, oh shit. I'm probably looking kind of soft listening to this. But listen, man. Obviously, Israel's got a ton of talent, man. But the songs, obviously, is wrong, man. All of this, these adultery songs. What's the next one? Give me a next sad song that black men listen to. There's a list of songs that black men listen to when they're upset, man. Don't Leave Me Girl is one of them. Give me a next one. You come on. Is that one of them?
Oh, no.
I'm trying to think. There's a ton of them. Listen, man. There's a ton of songs that when a man said he listens to. You saying? There's a ton of them where a man will put he will lie down on his bed with his headphones full blast. His headphones full blast is in his feelings. Is in his feelings with his drink on his side, man. Come on, what's some of the songs?
Think, man. God,
what's some of the songs? Nah, man, there's a ton of them songs, man. Oh, what's the next one? How's that song go?
It's like I got cough. It's like a call. They got a question or comment.
Shalom, Lord in Christ. It was a comment about what happened today. Right, it's a different subject.
All right, no sweat. So this is Matthew from Brum. You got a comment on something that happened today, but different subject, yeah?
Yeah. You know the London Bridge attack? And they had the inquest today.
Yeah, Khan.
Right? About that Usman Khan. He came out of jail 11 months before.
So listen, we're going to get into it. I had that lined up. So give us a bit. We're going to get into the exact same story. Don't watch that, man. I got you, man. All right, don't say it. Salam, Yahweh. So, yeah,
listen, it's lucky. There's a next song. How does it go? Quad used to like this song. It goes, "You're way too beautiful, girl. Suicidal." Who sings that one?
That's Sean Kingston.
That's Potter's ass tune, you know. That's Potter's ass tune, you know. Sean Kingston. Come on, you never used to like that one. You never. Come on, listen online. Give me some lines. AP said, "Someone sleeping in my bed." Drew Hill. Listen, someone give me some of them songs. You got any? Everyone knows them, man.
I can't think on spot, man. You said Captain Link's okay?
Yeah, same.
Yeah,
come on. I know the brothers in the comments know some of them songs, man. Type them in, man. Type them in, man. You ain't got to act or hard like you don't like they don't know what we're talking about.
The Michael
Type
Jackson
them in, man.
out of my life. I think he is. The bag of them, man. The bag of them. But
there's what next ones is they?
Slack. Captain, you don't see it.
I just sent it. No.
RK is the biggest bonner, man. So lucky.
Is he?
What? Sent you? It's lucky. So we sent it. I believe we sent it.
You know what? There's more of them songs, man. There's tons of them. How can we not think?
In the kingdom, listen, them songs are gonna cost you your life, man. So lucky. We hear that shit. We're coming in the studio. We're gonna break into before the tune gets pressed. We break it into that studio, man. Listen, if you even see the lyrics in your book, so lucky it's gonna be a problem, man. Take your man's wife
with the guitars. Might get hit with the guitar.
You might get strangled with a microphone, Lee. Yo.
There's a ton of them songs, you know. How can we not remember them?
Come on, you're the man for that, man. The main one's Blackstreet, man. So lucky.
You know what?
Got man crying
I got a playlist on my Spotify. Let me find this playlist that someone sent to me. It's got 1 and 2 on there that someone sent to me. I think Quatazar sent it to me. So lucky.
Your tie goes the end of the road.
End of the road. There's Bruno Mars, When I Was Your Man. You remember them ones?
Nah,
you don't know about Bruno Mars.
Nah, you don't know about Bruno Mars. Go on, send me decent.
Israelite.
Nah, he knows. Are you from, man?
Oh, is he?
Yeah.
Hawaiian?
No, his dad's side though. His dad's side, but I feel that. There's a.
Everyone used to. Sisters used to play.
Matthew goes let it, man. Yo, you like kill it, man.
Sisters used to play that Mariah Carey, We Belong Together. Is that one of them?
Yeah. You like a bit even wet, man. No. Bob, none at all. Not even one. So I think it's sorted now.
Oh yeah, there's a Lamar. If there's any justice in the world, man, there's a real British man.
Oh man, I can't fuck with Lamar.
I see Captain Prussia playing that in the lorries on the on the ships. I sent the link. Let me send it again.
It's like wait for Captain Kapash. So it's a link.
Yeah, you said.
I'm checking this to should be right. Yeah, it's in.
Is it? Oh.
Shalom. So how about Shabbat?
Hey, shalom. Hey, y'all killing it tonight.
God.
Y'all Dumb.
You can't say, man. It's how it's Drake's just, I don't know what's wrong with this brother, man. Just having sex with brothers' wives, like that will cost you your life, man. You know what I mean?
And if I could, what y'all bringing out is so heavy, right? Because the average man, he think Drake gonna get away. The average man think Drake gonna go unpunished because he's Drake.
That's right.
That's because you man, and the Lord is far from man. He ain't no respecter of persons. He don't give a fuck that Drake done made songs.
Oh God.
The Lord don't care about that. He don't care that he had a hit record and he was in a studio. That means nothing to the Lord. You understand? So the Lord is not a respecter of person. So just because you have money doesn't mean you're going to escape any type of judgment. Like as you brought out earlier with the Chris Brown, he was making all type of songs on that wise. As far as I sleep with your woman, I think they had a whole songs like, he's in the club and don't, R. Kelly too. Don't bring your girl in the club because I'm a she said because he's like because I'm a flirt. Don't bring your girl around me because I'm a flirt. Look where he at now though.
That's right. Locked up behind bars.
Look where all that flirting paid. Look where it got him.
That's right.
He done flirted his ass right into hell.
That's right.
So look, that's the same. Look, when I seen some recent pictures of Chris Brown. He's not looking too good.
Nah, come on, Kyle.
That boy,
skinny and shit.
He looking like he may have disease or something.
That's right.
Because a lot of those cats, they in Hollywood in California. Look at that. They had that one white actor, Charlie Sheen. He was known for slaying broads, slaying women, and he ended up catching AIDS and HIV.
That's right.
So just because you rich and you famous, and all these women is flocking to you, don't mean there ain't no judgment for any evil that you do.
That's right.
So that's why the scripture says, warn them that are rich, that they be not high-minded. You understand? Like the Lord can come after you quickly. There's plenty of rich people who are dead. Michael Jackson, Whitney Houston.
Right.
They dying all the time. Prince.
Right.
Just to name a few. And so, they're going to say the conspiracy theorists that the record label killed him, but the Lord killed him.
That's right.
Michael Jackson was molesting kids, allegedly. I don't know if they got the proof, but it seemed like he'd be doing something like that because the way his spirit, he was weird. Changing his skin tone white, trying to look like a white man, dressing weird, acting weird. So this is what happens. You're gonna get judged for any wicked deeds you did. I don't care if you're the president or if you're the street sweeper.
That's right.
Right.
So the Lord will Drake hear this message and repent, because it don't mean shit that he got some cool songs. He don't even write his shit, so it's not gonna be good for him. But I just wanted to bring that out, that there's no escaping the judgment of no matter how much riches. Looking in the scriptures, how many rich men, riches, powerful kings fell down to the earth, in groveling. The king of Assyria, the king of Persia, king of Babylon, even kings of Israel, Pharaoh, all of them way richer than Drake, way more powerful than Drake.
Right.
Look, and their judgment came for them.
That's
right.
I
just wanted to bring that note out that, we think he'd get away with it because he got so much money. Nobody gonna come after him. He ain't gonna have a hard life. A lot of them riches could kill you. That's why the scriptures say, beware of the deceitfulness of riches.
Right.
Because you think it's going to answer your problems and make you happy. Then when you have the riches, what did all the rich people say? Money ain't make me happy.
That's right.
The riches wasn't enough. I still needed more. I still wanted more. I still felt empty. That's what's gonna happen. You know, it ain't sugar sweet because you got the money. I mean, the money is a defense. But hey, Drake, you need to repent. Come to the Israelite School UPK, pay your tithes.
That's right.
And listen to these brothers. You know what I mean? From across the pond. I just wanted to bring that out real quick. Warriors.
It's like I said, we could get a scripture real quick.
Come.
It's like quite. We read Proverbs. I think it's Proverbs 6:34. On the back of Drake, man, taking people's wives, man. So luck, yeah. Drake's playing with fire, man. One of the brothers in the world will kill him. You touch a man's wife, the brother will kill you, man. I know you think it's all fun and games, and I took a man's wife and had sex with him, and it makes me the man because she wants me and she don't want him. But a brother will kill you, man.
Right.
You want me to read that for me, Baba Kashar?
Proverbs chapter 6 and verse 34. For jealousy is the rage of a man.
And look at that, man. When you have sex with a man's wife, you get him jealous, man. The Lord said we make him jealous every time we serve another God, man. And you make your husband jealous whenever you entertain some next man.
That's right.
When you commit adultery, we commit adultery on the Lord when we entertain some next God, man. And you commit adultery on your man when you entertain some next man. Keep it in.
Therefore, he will not spare in the day of vengeance.
And look at that, man. Drake, you need to read this, man. You're gonna have sex with the wrong brother. You're gonna have sex with the wrong brother's wife, man. And that man will kill you, man. He will not spare you in the day of vengeance. When he gets revenge, he will kill you, man. A lot of people are in jail right now for that reason. A lot of people are in the cemetery right now for that reason, man. And Drake, that could be you, man. So luck, yeah. Any more on that?
He will not regard any ransom.
And listen, you can't have sex with a man's wife and tell him sorry. You can't have sex with a man's wife and try to pay him off, man. This man wants one thing, and that's your life, man.
That's right.
Listen, you go to jail right now and ask a man, so what did you do to get in here? He'll tell you, man. Well, came home, man, saw the wife in bed with someone else, I blacked out, killed them both, man. Listen, I don't care what country you go to. There's thousands of men in jail can tell you that story, man. And Drake, you might be the next victim. So victim, or I don't know what to call it. Salakia. You might be the next one, man. Salakia. You know what I mean? And that's actually happened. There was a Jamaican artist, man, called Captain Barkey, man. Captain Barkey. He's dead right now for doing that same thing, man. So I can find it real quick.
Salakia, his name's Captain Barkey, but he's not a captain in the ISUPK.
That's right.
Put that out there for everyone that's not aware. He's not in the ISUPK.
Yes, so this is a brother from an old school Jamaican artist that was having sex with a woman in America, and her husband killed both of them, man. And this brother made some good songs, and all of his songs were about what? Having sex with another man's wife, man. Every last one of them. And this brother ain't with us no more, man, because he got killed by a jealous man that came home. I found out his woman was having sex with another man and killed both of them. Then the man turned around and killed himself. And this is the Jamaican Observer, man, which is a Jamaican newspaper. And you read Captain Barkey's killer commits suicide. And this is in 2012. Yeah, they can't suck it. It goes, Miami Joseph Curzon, the Haitian national, suspected to have killed DJ Captain Barkey and his companion Tracy Bennett outside a New York motel early Saturday morning, killed himself as police moved to arrest him at his North Miami apartment early yesterday. And look at that, man. Captain Barkey made many good songs, man. Jamaicans loved him, and guess what? He's dead now, man. Because he had sex with a man's wife. And this man killed both of them and killed himself. They drove this man to kill himself and kill them, man. When this man was an artist, could have had any girl he wanted, man. Just a lucky, man. So that's all to bring out on that. Sorry, but anyone to bring anything else? Or
no, that's it on the Drake topic.
That's it on Drake. So we're gonna get into the next section. With we got Officer Quatazar's next section. You know, you all know what it is. My favorite part of the show. You know what I mean? This part's taking over, man. It's the
Wow, so you know to run that back in the officer. Come on. Boy, sir, this is the Officer Quatazar tuning into On the Ends Radio with the Boy Sir segment. What you got for me, officer? People in India warned smearing themselves in cow poo will not fight COVID. Boy, sir. So this is what them are doing now. cover themselves in doo-doo, yeah? No wonder they always smell like doo-doo, man. No wonder. People need to start go for them for food, man. Yo, when the boy, yo, because this is what they're doing. Imagine what they're doing to themselves, what they're gonna do to you, man.
That's
you know,
right.
from what use toilet roll, from what I know. Run the next one.
Damn. What are they doing out there?
What they're doing, man.
Can't go chip again, man.
Cop facing sack. Hold on. Cop facing sack after saying he stared colleague's tea with his genitals, man.
Damn, boy, sir.
Why, sir? This is why I don't drink cup of tea from white folk, you know.
That's right.
That goes down the drain when they're not looking, you know. Trust me. The scriptures say the wicked is a strain from the womb, brother. You understand? These people are not fit to police society, man. Run the next one.
Boy, so I'm gonna crazy, man. What's going on?
Boy, sir, what does that say?
Bury me.
What does that say? School of Rap drummer Kevin Clark dies aged 32. What? Go down a bit, because this is the best bit right here. This is the best bit. Down a bit. Read that for me.
Kevin, second from the right, was hit by a car while cycling.
Boy, sir, Mosai working overtime, you know, taking out the trash on a Friday, you know. It's not even Tuesday, man. Trash been taken out, man. White man's the devil, the Bible speaks of.
That's right.
Officer Quasar tuning out of On the Ends Radio with the Boy So segment.
Yeah. Hey, Shalom, mighty man. Parashi in the building.
So the next we're gonna bring it now is a brother from I think he started EastEnders at one point. He got deported, man, and he was born in the UK. I think his parents were born in the islands, but they still deported him. And this man said, has anyone in the Home Office got a heart, man? You know what I mean? That's like, he couldn't believe how cruel it could be to him, man. This is how they deal with our people. They deported his brother. But look what happened last week. Last week in Wales, there were some East Indians that were illegal. They shouldn't have been in the country, man. And the public stopped the van and got these people to stay in the country, man. But when it comes to black people, why don't we get none of that love? No one stops the charter flight for us. No one stops the plane for us, man. But
right.
For these heathen, everyone goes above and beyond, man.
And that's right. If I could, real quick, let me get up out of here about 5-10 minutes. But if I could see, and you know, there's a difference between Israel and Africans, because I watched a segment of, I think it was France or some land in England. I mean, in Europe, where Africans, they was importing Africans in there illegally, having them work the farms and stuff like that. Had them living in all different type of quarters. But look, after they did a lot of their work, they wasn't even kicking them out the country. So it let you know, you know, they treat Israel with a special hatred. They hate them Africans coming over there illegally, but they damn sure they even hate the Israel who there legally. You understand? So that let you know.
Kind of want cancer. We hear out papers, everything, and they want us gone. I don't know what to say, man. But so this brother said, we're gonna get what the brother said on the article, Salakia. And this is what the brother said in regards to the Home Office, man. The Home Office is the office that's in charge of who gets to stay and who is the citizen and so forth. And this brother's a celebrity, man. And the white man don't care. When the Bible says, listen, all of us are in this curse, whether you're rich or poor, man. And this shows that it don't matter if you're rich or poor. When you're black, you're born into this curse, man. Is there anybody in the Home Office with a heart? EastEnder actor faces deportation to Jamaica despite being born in London. I thought where you were born matters your citizenship, man. Not when you're black. You could be born in Buckingham Palace. They're still going to deport you, man. Why? Because you are black, man. Everybody else they care about, man. Everybody else to cry for, but black people, man. Right. Dad of 3. This man's also a father, man. I thought they cared about the kids, man. If you beat your kids, guess who comes to your house? Social services, man. If you slap your kids, guess who comes to your house? Social services. They got child maintenance, child support, man. I thought you cared about the children, man. I thought social services cared about the children of how they grow and how they feel, man. When it comes to our kids, no one gives a damn. You could be a father of 3 and they will deport you, man. And leave your kids to fend for themselves, man.
Damn right. And if I could say one quick thing also, man, imagine that. Imagine you grow up in a city, in a town. You go to school, you go to primary school, you go to first grade, second grade, you see all your friends, you get your family, you building a life, you get you get a slavery, you building your life, and then something happens on one random day where they're gonna take you out from everything you know and put you in a place where you hardly know anybody. You hardly know the people. I mean, they're your people, but you haven't never lived there. You're gonna have to depend on your people. And that's why it's important for our people to love each other. Because we can't do nothing about these devils deporting us and putting us in this land and that land and this land, but we can do something about how we treat each other. Like that brother get deported back to Jamaica, all the brothers in Jamaica should be like, damn, man, you back home, man. How was it over there? Come on, man. Let's have something to eat. It's on, you know what I'm saying? You back home. Let's build up over here. You know, that's where we got to go with it. Brothers got to be resilient, because this devil, he walketh about like a roaring lion, seeking whom he may devour.
That's right.
And if you let him, he'll deport you. You'll be ready to commit suicide, talking about thinking you ain't gonna make it. Or you get over there to Jamaica and you act like, you know, you just crying and depressed and sad. Man, you gotta go over to Jamaica, start a whole new life, man. Start a whole new life. Get a new wife. You know what I'm saying? Shit, get some kids and build up Jamaica. Shit, that's what we got to do as black men. We can't let this devil win under any circumstances. You know, so it's gonna be a culture shock. Shit, I moved. Y'all moved to different cities before, didn't you? Had to make new friends. Hey, you had to get into a few fights. You know, let them know you ain't no hoe. You know what I'm saying? Let them know. Right. You know what I mean? Then once that's established, then you cool with everybody. You know what I mean? Because they know, you know, how you is, if they can punk you or not. Man, build a new life. You're gonna have to do that, man. It's gonna be a culture shock. But this brother crying about it and all this and that, it ain't gonna be no heart from the white man. You ain't getting it. You ain't gonna get no love from the white man. Salaki, yeah, from the oppressor. Salaki. There is no love in the oppressor heart. He don't give a damn about you. Look at you, man. You're a dark-skinned black man. He damn sure hates you. You understand? He think you the scum of the universe. So appealing to their heart is a lost cause. It's a lost cause, brother. You know what I mean? I know he say he an actor. Man, make some movies in Jamaica. You know what I'm saying? Right. Bring some of that expertise to the brothers in Jamaica. You know what I mean? Our brothers in Jamaica need our people too. So bring you all the knowledge you know back from over there from the UK. You learned all this stuff, how to do film and photography and all that. Bring it to your brothers on the what do y'all call Jamaica over there? The land?
No, you call it yard.
The yard? Shit. Hey, bring all that knowledge, bring all that back with you to the yard. Bring your money too. You know, we need some of that actor money in the yard. Shit. Open up a orphanage or something, man. Do something with yourself. There ain't no crying to the white man. That ain't gonna work. We don't even want to hear it. But I'm sure the oppressor don't want to hear it. But you know, because brothers getting far worse. That's all I wanted to bring out real quick on that.
Color one con. I like what you said, man. This brother is rich, is famous, and they don't give a damn. So what do they care about the majority of us who's poor, man? Right. Our crying don't work. Our protesting don't work, man. They'll deport you nonetheless. And it says actor Ace Rowley was born in Greenwich, but now faces deportation to Jamaica because his mom didn't have citizenship at the time, and because it's a grown man with 3 kids, man, and they want to deport him because at the time his mom didn't have citizenship, but he does. He does. Born on the island, born in England, went to school in England, and they're gonna deport him, man. Meanwhile, some Romanian man come on the back of a lorry, he gets citizenship. Right. Meanwhile, you know, some Romanian people, it's some Somalis that sneak over the border and so forth. The Arabs the other day, who they stopped the van for, man, they get pity, but black people, we don't get no pity, man. No one pities us, man. Just the other day, what happened? Just the other day, no, 2 years ago, 2 white people was killed in a terrorist attack, man, in London. What do they call it? Fishmongers Road or something like that.
Yeah.
And it's been 2 years. It's been 2 years, and guess what? People are still crying for them. Still crying for them. In a news reporter was reporting the story, and guess what? She couldn't even hold it together for 2 seconds, man. She burst out in tears. You know why? Because they are human beings. Their life matters. But black people, our life don't matter, man. And this is the video right here. It's pretty small, so you might have to kind of squint your eyes or something. But this is the video right here, man.
Like to send their heartfelt condolences to the families of Saskia and Jack and all who love and miss these 2 wonderful people. They touch the lives of so many. And we want to convey to the families how seriously we've taken our responsibility. I'm so sorry, it is a very, very emotional statement.
And look at that. We die in the streets every day, man. Mark Duggan is a black man dead wrongfully by the police, man. This brother's being deported wrongfully by the police. Dalian Atkinson killed by the police, man. We die of black on black crime, drug overdoses. We die on the park bench with a needle in our vein. Our women push a stroller by themselves on the buses with no man in the house. Prison is filled of black people, and we can't get your tears, man. We will never get a tear from you, man. But God forbid, 2 white people was brutally killed by some terrorists in London. The news reporter can't even do her job. She can't hold it together for 10 minutes, man. That's because your life don't mean nothing to them, man. Someone give me Jeremiah 15:5 real quick, man.
And if I could, Warrior, I got to get up out of here. I appreciate you coming through. Y'all be dropping it heavy every time. Great show. I love y'all, man. Shalom. Christ.
Yeah. And also with that interview that you seen right there, that don't make sense. And I'll explain why. She's trying to make their death seem like there were some wonderful people. They like him died and there was a brave. Listen, they were the first people that he got his hands on. Ain't nothing brave about that. You know what I mean? It wasn't like they ran at it. You was around. And the terrorists just forced it easy to get you. Ain't nothing brave about that. And that's what they do. Whenever one of theirs die, they got to make them seem wonderful. They got to make it look like as if they put their life on the line when they did not put their life on the line.
That's right.
You know what I mean? He wanted to do a terrorist attack, and the woman was the first person that he saw. And then the man tried to run and help her out, and then the terrorist hacked him up too, man.
Right.
Ain't nothing brave about that. There were 2 weaklings that died, man.
That's right.
They were unable to defend themselves, but you notice how they make him seem wonderful. They're courageous when there wasn't.
That's right.
And now that's what we gotta understand is that in the UK, they will never make us look good.
That's right.
Why? Because they're trying to make 2 people look good that really they didn't do anything to even save their own life, man.
Right.
With a terrorist, he ran up to them. You know what I mean? They wasn't fighting him, man. They was willing to die to save the UK. They were just people that he got. You know what I mean? That was it. So that's why I never expect your enemy to make you look good, man.
That's
now, off the back of that looking good, we're gonna get Mark Duggan right here, and England made him look bad, man.
That's right.
You know, there's a picture of him, and in the picture, it doesn't look happy. And there was a valid reason why, man.
Right.
There was a valid reason why. And from the documentary that was out for the papers, his mom sent them a image of him, and they rejected it. And then I believe they got this one off his Facebook, which is illegal. You know that you can't just go onto anyone's account and just take what you like. That is an offense. You can get fined for that. You can't get locked up. But in the UK, if you take a picture and someone said you can't, whether it's the man or a relative, that is an offense. And with the papers, they went on his Facebook and they got this image that we're going to show you right now, man. Now, as you see, you know, right, so with the picture on the right, that's showing everything. why he's upset because his daughter died, man.
That's right.
And you know what I mean? He's upset because that's a daughter that he loves, of course. But look what they did. They cropped out the heart and just showed his face. Like, look at that, man. Mark Duggan's one of those thugs, man. So that when the article was released, it would almost justify why the policeman shot this man dead, man.
Right.
Meanwhile, with the image on the right, the whole picture, you know why he's angry. And guess what? They got this picture illegally. They went on his Facebook, man. His mom sent them a picture of him, all happy, you know what I mean? All of the good stuff. And they didn't want that, man.
Right.
So what did they do? They went on his Facebook and found a picture that they could manipulate, man. And that's why I never expect your oppressor to make you look good, man. Because those white people that died, he's making them look good. And there's nothing good about them. A terrorist got you because you was the weakest link, man. You know what I mean? What's the name of that road? He was on Fair-ish among the road, and he saw you looking weak, man, and goes, you know what? To do this, a terrorist attack, I'm gonna get you first, man. Then the man tried to be some hero. You know what? I'm gonna get him next, man. And you see what England does for them. It makes them look good.
Right.
That's like you said. Like what you said was right, man. Mark Duggan, they cropped a picture of Mark Duggan sad at his daughter's funeral to make you think, yeah, he had it coming. And then these two oppressors that died in the terrorist attack put up pictures of them in uni, pictures of them at college, smiling, looking good. So you think, oh man, a human being was killed that day, man. And you look at Mark Duggan and you say, an animal was taken, man. That's why this reporter don't cry for Mark Duggan. You know why? He's an animal, man. He was gonna die anyway, man. But these two white people, look at them smiling. They had their whole life ahead of them. And that's the games they play on us. You mean tell me Mark Duggan was, what, 27 years old? And he had no pictures of him going to a wedding. No pictures of him going to a funeral with a suit and tie. No school pictures, no nothing. This was the only picture you can find. Let me tell you something. It wasn't the only picture they could find, man. It was the only picture that would make Mark Duggan look like an animal, man. But these oppressors that died, oh man, look, they had the whole life ahead of them. You know what? 1 second. I just can't because, yo, they were so beautiful people. 1 second. But Mark Duggan, yeah, you know, black man killed. Where they put unemployed black man dead by the police. They like to throw them words in there, make it look, you know, make it look like you wasn't, like you was a drain on society anyway. It's a good job it got you taken out of here, man. And these oppressors got the nice uni pictures, man. I'm gonna play it for you again, man. Salakia.
We would like to send their heartfelt condolences to the families of Saskia and Jack and all who love and miss these two wonderful people.
Yeah, man, two wonderful people. Look at Jack's grinning, cheek from ear to ear, man. You know what I mean? A nice, cheerful, nice bloke. You know what I mean? Happy. But look at Mark Duggan, man. This guy had to go. Look at Mark Duggan, man. Look at him. Oh, look at that. Look at. I mean, we're gonna crop off the fact he's in a funeral and look at his face, man. Look at that frown and screw face. He had to go, man. He's probably one of them dogs, man. One of them gremlins, man. He had to go, man.
If you can chime in, yeah, just image right there. Now, from the article that we read, the man's like, if they have a heart, they don't, man. That's right. Imagine this: Mark Duggan's daughter's dead, man, and you saw the picture. You saw the picture. And you go, you know what? I'm not going to use that picture. He's upset because his daughter died. And in your heartless mind, you're like, nah. That face, it looks mean, man. Yeah, you know what I mean? That's what we need, man. We need to zoom in on that. You know what I mean? Everyone needs to see that, man. That's the image we want. Listen, the white man hasn't got no heart, man.
That's right.
Imagine you saw the picture. You know that his daughter's dead. And at one point in basically editing that, you didn't think, you know what, I could do this, but his daughter died, man. How about we don't do it, man? How about we don't do it? How about we use a picture that his mom gave us, man? How about we use that picture? But instead, they're heartless. And all they think about is how they want to project this man, how they want this man to look, man. And they ignored the fact that his daughter died and focused on we need him looking mean, man. That's right. We need him looking like one of those roadmen with that frown, man. And that picture, they forgot the fact that his daughter died and goes, no, that face is what we need, man. And guess what? From that last article we read about if the Home Office has a heart, Listen, our oppressor has no heart, man.
That's right.
From Mark Duggan to this brother right here, the Home Office, aka the oppressor, has no heart, man.
That's right. That's like, someone give me that, man. Jeremiah 15:5, real quick, man. They don't have no heart, man. They have a heart, but for their own. They cry, but for their own. They mourn, but only for their own, man. They don't care about blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, man. That's why we can't get no reparations. That's why we can't get an apology, man. Imagine this, black people. Slack, Matthew. You got a question or comment?
Yeah. All right. Shalom. It's about this Usman Khan, right? He was in prison for right, and for 8 years. Came out, right, 11 months, right, and they knew he had terrorist tendencies, but yet he was allowed to come to London. We've got brothers, right, that went in jail, right, for 2 years for drugs. Came out, reformed themselves. They still deport them.
I like what you say is true. We're about to get there, about to bring it in later. But the man that killed these two oppressors here was locked up, convicted for terrorism, and he was able to walk around London unsupervised to kill 2 more people. How is it Mark Duggan was under surveillance and didn't have a gun, but this convicted terrorist for 8 years gets to walk around with no surveillance, man? Matthew, we're gonna get there. Bear with us, man. On the ends, we take our time right to get into it, but we gotta get into it, man. Salakia. Alright, shalom, yeah. We're gonna get there, man. Robert now was focused on this devil right here, man, crying her eyes up, man. When she cries, she sees human beings that died, but black people ain't humans, man. And that's also in the Bible too. We are humans, like what's in the Bible is no one cries for us, man. Read that 50 Bible Kushar.
This is Jeremiah chapter 15 and verse 5. For who shall have pity upon thee, O Jerusalem?
Look at that, man. The Bible says who has pity on black people, man. Who cries black people? I'll wait, man. We die by the thousands, man, the millions, man, and no one cries for us on the news. Damn, no one would. The brother. What did the brother say? Does anyone in the home office have a heart? The answer is no. Not when it comes to you, anyway. No. You get killed by the millions, and they teach it in schools, man. They teach how black people's whipped and chained and everything in schools. It's not a secret, man, and they won't say sorry for it. They'll kill your kids and say, "Well, listen, I thought you had a gun." They will taser Dalian Atkinson. We're gonna get there next. They tasered Dalian Atkinson to death, man. And before the policeman puts his hands up and say, "You know what? I killed him. You know what he said? I'm not responsible. Because your life ain't a life, man." The white man will run over a dog on the streets, man, and can't sleep at night. Oh my God, I killed a dog. Oh, listen, if you harm a dog, they will lock you up, man, for child cruelty, man. But you can harm a black man and you walk scot-free. That's because nobody has pity on black people, man. Our president will see a stray dog on the street, man. A stray dog and take him in. Oh man, he got an owner. Have you checked his dog tag? Oh man, look at this poor dog, man. But when it comes to black people, no one has pity on us, man.
That's
key reading.
Or who shall bemoan thee?
Who shall bemoan you, man? Who cries for black people, man? Who cries for us, man? We die all the time on the streets, man. We're number 1 in the graveyard, number 1 in the AIDS ward, number 1 in prison, man. And a tear don't shed for us, man. Not one tear sheds for black people. Our kids are being deported, man. Our kids in Mexico are on the borders in cages, man. Our brothers get gunned down by the police, gunned down by our own black on black crime, post-Cold Wars, stabbings, knife crime. Our sisters are having kids and raising them by themselves, and so on. And we can't get a tear, man. But these 2 aspiring white people that died, we die all the time, mind you. They die once, and tears got shed for them, man. I can't even do my job. I gotta compose myself because it's too much for me, man. Anybody want to move on for me? Anyone want to say anything for move on?
The point that with the terrorist, he was basically yeah, you mean just on the back of that, the person that done that a terrorist attack, he was watched for years. They knew what he wanted to do. He's been locked up for doing those, or not. He never actually done it, but he was planning a terrorist attacks, and no one's watching him. No one from Scotland Yard is watching this man. No one from the MI5 is watching this man. And he's able to get a knife, go into central London and commit an attack. And he was on surveillance, man.
Right.
Meanwhile, you know what I mean? What if one of us, blacks, Hispanics, Native Indians, we commit one offense, our life's over, man. I was watching a documentary years ago. A brother from that London rap group, a PDC. His name is Judge of Souls, and he says in his flat, you mean that there's under a cover feds. They watch him even to this day, man. And do you know what is shocking about that? That rap group is done, man. With that group, a PDC, they don't even exist no more, and they still watch this man till this day, man. It says that when it's late at night, he looks at his back window and he sees these flashing lights, meaning what? They're taking images of him, man. Even till this day, and this man, he's planning to harm England, man. His agenda is to bring down England, and no one's watching him. That shows how much England hates black people.
That's right.
That now you can watch a man that was a part of a gang over 15 years ago. He's reformed. He is not in a gang no more. And you follow him and watch him till this day. And then a terrorist, you don't watch him. Why? Because he's Indian and you're black, man.
That's right.
That's why.
I like what he said was correct, sir, man. Like what he said was correct. These devils got us under surveillance, and we ain't the ones that need to be under surveillance, man. They hate us so much, they're focusing on us. We're trying to sell a bit of weed here and there, man. Sell a bit of coke, get a beamer. And there's a man trying to stab your public, but you're so busy watching black people that you make him slip, man. And this is the article about what it says about this terrorist, man. What's his name? Something Khan or some shit like that.
All of them are Khan. So that...
So it says, Fishmongers Hall, Usman Khan unlawfully killed Cambridge graduates. That's the graduates right there, man. Look at that. The nice pictures, smiling. Ain't no frown face picture here, man. Ain't no snarl and a frown and none of that, man. Because these are good people, man. People that didn't deserve to die, man. They never done no harm in their life. These are heroes, man. Innocent people that died here, man. Not like Rashawn Charles. Nah, man. They weren't like Dalian Atkinson. These were innocent people that died too soon. Their life, you know what I mean? These people didn't need to die, man. Failing by police probation service and MI5 contributed to death of 2 graduates killed by a convicted terrorist, a jury has found. Look at that, man. Your police service have failed you, man. Your police service fails you. A man that went jail for 8 years, they weren't watching him. A man that is a known terrorist, they weren't watching him. And your police service failed you. Why? Because they were too busy watching Mark Duggan, man. Your police service failed you. They let 2 terrorists, sorry, that 1 terrorist killed 2 people because they were too busy choking Rashawn Charles to death. The policeman was not tasering Usman Khan. You know why? Because he was too busy tasering Dalian Atkinson, man. The policeman weren't shooting Usman Khan because he was too busy shooting Jermaine Baker, man, and Sherry Gross, man. So like you said.
And also in the article with the MI5, does anyone know what their job is? I know we watch a lot of James Bond. You know what I mean? We watch James Bond. But does anyone know the job of the MI5 is to protect England, man? Whether they gotta leave, whether they have to leave to get the job done, or they fight it here, man. So the MI5, their job is to protect England, and they failed, man. They failed. Why? Because they wasn't thinking about him. They're thinking about black people, man.
That's right. Yeah, we're gonna get it, man. Slovakia, man. Matthew, man, we're gonna get it, man. Trust me, we're gonna get all the way in. And it reads: University of Cambridge alumni Saskia Jones and Jack Merritt was stabbed by Usman Khan at a rehabilitation event at Fishmongers Hall on November 29th, 2019. Look at that, man. See that there? When they talk about these white people, uni graduates, man. When they talk about us, father of 10, unemployed black man, they use them keywords, man, to make you look bad, man. I mean, you're not gonna tell me Saskia and Jack didn't have embarrassing, attributes to them, man. But the white man knows what he's doing, man. The oppressor knows what he's doing, man.
That's right.
Propaganda, man. Khan, 28, had been released from prison 11 months previously to inquest at London Guildhall. Heard. The jury concluded that both victims were unlawfully killed. Khan, who had spent 8 years in jail, planned to set up a terrorist training camp in Pakistan, was chased to London Bridge by people at the event who were armed with a fire extinguisher and no were tossed plucked from a wall. And look at that, man. This man been locked up before. Man. And guess what? The police failed their own people because they were too busy watching black people, man. It's like it's a...
And if you can add, also, you know what I mean, a little bit of a sidebar. A lot of those are Muslims in Hyde Park. You do know that the MI5 is onto them as well. They're also suspected of trying to commit a terrorist or offenses too. And you can look it up. You mean I'm not going to say no names, but a lot of those people that you see in Hyde Park always wanting to debate, the MI5 is watching them. Even some of them in Hyde Park about 3 years ago, they got locked up for attempting to also commit an act as well. So, you know, just to get...
Look at that. And now they're crying, oh, the police, the justice system, it failed us, man. It failed us. They should have been keeping tabs on this, man. How could they let this slip, man? I don't know how, man. This reminds me of the famous clip, man, from the movie Don't Be a Menace, man, where they're watching the black people in the store so much that a white man's robbing the whole store from under their nose, man. You know what I mean? You see that clip? I'll put that clip real quick, man. They might give me some copyrights for it, man, but we're going to go there anyway. This is a clip from the movie Don't Be a Menace, where they're watching two brothers in the store so much that a white man's rubbing it from under their nose, man. And that's what happened with Jack and Saskia, man. The police force was there. They was armed. England got the resources, got the money, they got the arms, they got the tasers, they got the guns, man. But they're using the tasers, guns on black people instead, man. And that's why this terrorist was able to kill 2 of their people, man.
Go on, check them. Hurry up and buy. Hurry up and buy. Hurry up and buy. Break yourself. Hey. You dropped something.
And look at that, man. You might, fair enough, it's a movie, you know what I mean? But this is correct, man. You're so busy watching black people, that's how Arabs get to kill their own people, man. You would think that with all the terrorist attacks, black people wouldn't get stopped and searched no more. You would think with all the people, the 7/7 bombings, man, and people running, Muslims, mind you, running over people on London Bridge, you would think that England would hate them, but they hate black people so much that even for terrorism, they still hate black people, man. They still deport black people, man. They still deport the Windrush generation. They still kill brothers like Mark Duggan, man. You know, and Boris Johnson still won't give black people reparations. You know what I mean? They still say stuff like Boris Johnson about black people are what pickaninnies with watermelon smiles, man. And we ain't bombing nobody. What have we done to white people? Nothing but love them. Nothing but join their army. Nothing but join their church and serve their God and want to marry their women. We've done nothing but love them, but they just hate black people, man. So much that the people harming the country, they're too busy watching us. So, you know what I mean? You know, like Sarge, recent security and Usman Khan. No, 1 second. I'm too busy with this Mark Duggan, this black bastard right here, man. This unemployed black man. Too busy cropping pictures and making black people look bad. Too busy tasering Dalen Atkinson and making black people look terrible, man. And that's why your own got killed, man. So luck you.
Yeah, man, we gotta clap it for the Mo side for taking out some heathen, man.
This is a brother called Dalian Atkinson, man. A brother dead by the police, man. Dead by the police. While the police should have been out looking for Usman Khan, they was too busy harassing a black man that had mental issues, man. Had mental issues and tasered the black man to death. And the policeman got locked up for it. And the policeman recently made an appeal. And this is what he said, man. This is what he said. When you do something wrong, isn't it right? You feel bad and go, you know what, lock me up, man. I deserve this, man. Not the white man. The white man sees us. Why am I in jail for you, man? Who are you, man? You ain't no life, man. And this is what the police said about this brother, man. And if you Dalian Atkinson's murder trial, jury, Dalian Atkinson's murder trial, jury hears 12 factors may have contributed to his death. So they're saying that the taser didn't kill him. This man had underlying issues that could have killed him, man. Look at that, man. Why can't this policeman just be a murderer? Dalian Atkinson was fine, alive, and breathing, man, before you went and tasered him. He didn't die before the taser. Your taser killed him. You killed him, man. Trying to make it like, no, what it was, my taser set off his asthma, and the asthma killed him. My taser set off, he had heart problems, and my taser. Listen, man, Dalian Atkinson had a pacemaker. We know that. But you tasering a man who ain't all there in his head anyway, killed his brother, man. But when we die, you don't want to face the guilt, man. Just like the slavery. Well, I didn't do slavery. I personally didn't do it. It was before me. When it comes to us, the oppressor always wants to rid himself of the guilt, man. When it comes to Hiroshima and Nagasaki, they paid Japan for dropping bombs on them. What they did to Japan was illegal in the rules of war, man. They paid them. When it comes to black people, we ain't paying you, man. Listen, back then it was legal, so technically we ain't gotta pay you, man. See, Dalian Atkinson, I didn't kill him. I may have contributed to killing him, but I didn't kill him, man.
And just like that last article we read, where the man asked if they have a heart. Again, imagine this: you are the cause why this man is dead. I know what's on your mind is, all right, I don't want to get locked up. So what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna say that, well, I didn't technically do it. Why? Because you got no heart, man. That's right. If you had a heart, you go, you know what? I did it, man. And I'm sorry, man. You want to see the family and apologize. Go, listen, I wish it never went that way. Right. But instead, you're like, I'm in this cell, man. Forget that. I'm not in this cell over this wog. You know what I mean? I'm not getting locked up over this wog. Me. Nah, you know what? And then him and the solicitor they're devising plans. Okay, so now, don't say that you did do it. Say that, you may have helped towards it. And you do things like that if you got no heart, man.
That's right.
And if we did, trial of Benjamin Monk, who denies murder and manslaughter. Listen, this man's a devil, man. Salaki, man. This man is a devil, man.
That's right.
This man, he won't even say, don't call me a murderer. Man, he won't even say, you know what, I killed him by accident. Take murder out, but manslaughter, okay, I take that. He said, I didn't even do manslaughter, man. Manslaughter, when you kill someone not with the intention to kill him. He's saying not even that. He ain't saying I killed him. I didn't mean to. I held on to the trigger a bit too long. I turned the volts up a bit too high. I didn't know the pacemaker. He's saying, don't even give me that. The white man don't want to face his guilt, man. He said, listen, I am guilt-free, man. Someone give me that scripture real quick, man. About them that the courts of not guilty. Bob Kushar, man. Someone get me that real quick, man, ASAP, man. And that's what they do to our people. What even say, you know what, I'm a murderer. I killed this man. But you ain't a man. To him, you're not a man. And I don't belong to rot in jail over this nigga. So this is a nigga, man. I'm rot in jail for him. He was gonna die anyway. I got kids and so forth, man. I got kids and a family. This man was gonna die anyway. It was crazy. And let me tell you something. This man here, Dalian Atkinson, was a football player, man. Which goes to show that, black man, you ain't safe. Don't think because you're rich, you got it, man. This brother died by the police, just like how Mark Duggan died by the police, man. Right. So likewise, the Lord is not a respecter of person. So Drake shouldn't feel powerful because he got money, man. We all brothers here, we all die the same deaths, man. Someone read me that, please, Baba Kushar.
Zechariah 11:5. Whose possessors slay them?
And they said, our possessors slay us, man. Who's our possessors? Who's the ones that own us, man? That possess us? The oppressor, man. The Caucasians, man. They possess us, man. And our possessors slay us. Like they slayed Dalian Atkinson. Like they slayed Mark Duggan. Like they slayed Rashawn Charles. Keep it in.
And hold themselves not guilty.
And they kill us and say, I'm not guilty. I don't want to be charged for murder And I don't want to be charged for manslaughter. The policeman that killed Mark Duggan said, well, I'll do it again. I fear for my, listen, I didn't shoot him because I wanted to. I had to, man. I fear for my life. They don't say I made a mistake. They don't say, shit, I killed his brother. The gun that he had wasn't a real gun. I got false information. I tasered this man when I should have tasered him. This man was mentally ill. They say, I ain't guilty. I ain't having that. No, I ain't having that. Witnesses said that what? They was bounced on his head. Witnesses said they was kicking this man in his head, man. I'm pretty sure kicking a man in his head, you don't learn that in the police academy, man. I'm pretty sure, man. I've never been to the police academy, but I'm pretty sure they don't teach that in the police academy, man. Read it again, Baba Kushar.
Whose possessors slay them and hold themselves not guilty.
And our possessors kill us, man, and hold themselves not guilty. They say, listen, I don't want to even be charged for manslaughter. And let me tell you something, man. That news reporter didn't cry about this. She didn't cry about this. I'm pretty sure the news reporter did. She's a news reporter. Sorry, she's a news reporter, and black people die all the time. So I'm pretty sure she's on news reports about black people that die all the time. I'm pretty sure she's on news reports on Mark Duggan. I'm pretty sure she's on news reports on Daniel Atkinson, Sherry Gross, Vishal Charles. What's brother's name? What's his name? Jermaine Baker. But these two devils here, I gotta cry for them, man. When I read their story, it's different from you guys. It's different, man. This one, I can't compose myself. I'm so lucky, man. They want to chime real quick, man. So just piss me off, man. Everyone good now?
Yeah. Nah, so you know, what you gotta understand is that England only cares about their own, man. You know what I mean? It's like we die all the time, and all they want to do is make us look bad, man. You know what I mean? They want the reader to be fantasized, like, listen, wow, this person, he needs to go, man. And then when it's their own, you gotta feel sad for them. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? And that's what England does, man. Its agenda is to make one nation look bad and another so upright, man. It makes us look bad by the words they use: unemployed black man, a former gang member. You know what I mean? Anything that can make us look bad, they will use, man. And even if you haven't done anything wrong, they're gonna find something, man. They're gonna dig deep just to make you look like, well, you deserve what you got. And that's what England does, man.
Oh, a brother also got shot recently, man. That's down the road, not even far from here, man. And the news report, oh man, it's lucky, man. They was gunning him, man. They're saying, yeah, we saw a few flowers left at his death spot, man. You know what I mean? Talking about, where can I find an article, man, about Niners and Matt Tillman and that?
I only see it on Instagram, so I don't know if it's on.
If you can find, you send me the picture, so I might want to get into that as well, man.
It's still on there,
what page is it on?
I think it was just on. You know, when I was browsing, I just seen it.
Let me see if we can get that as well, man. That would be heavy to bring out, man. But calm, man. Like I was saying, this man don't even want to call himself guilty, because killing a black man ain't really killing anybody, man. Let me get some more, then we'll move on real quick from there. And he goes, heard that pain caused by the use of taser was another possible factor. So they're saying, listen, the pain caused by the taser was another factor, but you caused that pain that killed him. The pain that you caused that killed him. But what? Oh, it's lucky, man. Shalom, so how much?
Yeah, Shalom. What's going on, Hakim?
So like I said, let's go into some of these devils, man. So lucky, man. So just you know, how they don't want to cry for Daniel Atkinson, but news report wants to cry for these heathen that got killed in a terrorist attack. If I play it for you real quick, sir, so you can see
before you play it, you gotta recognize Dongo Bar looking real distinguished and gangster in the corner there in that I mean, long sleeve on point, the chains on point. Hold on. Let's go check out our fit real good. I see. My man looking like the gangster, like the done.
Blood warrior.
Back in the big chair, yeah, man. Yeah, man.
Got a concert. You want to play it now, sir?
Yeah. What video is this?
So this two devils got killed by terrorists. And it was 2 years ago, but the terrorists the jurors found him guilty and so forth. and the reporter was talking about it, and she couldn't even compose herself because these 2 white people died. Now, meanwhile, she's a reporter, so she does deaths all the time. I'm pretty sure she done Mark Duggins. I'm pretty sure she done Daily Atkinson's, you know, Jermaine Baker's, Rashawn Charles's. But with these 2 devils here, their life means something, man.
Right.
She had to cry for them.
The jury would like to send their heartfelt condolences to the families of Saskia and Jack and all who love and miss these 2 wonderful people. They touch the lives of so many. And we want to convey to the families how seriously we've taken our responsibility. I'm so sorry. It is a very, very emotional statement.
Look at that, man.
She probably rehearsed that shit like 10 times. I mean, them tears ain't real. I mean, them tears is that's to tug at the heartstrings of them older people in Britain and them young impressionable people. You know what I mean? You see how young, you know, especially okay. Just think like women watch a sad movie, somebody cry and they cry.
That's right.
Same with the news, where you have people who subscribe to news channels like it's a political platform, like it's a church, and whatever the news say, this is, you know, they go in headstrong with it. So now she talking about it and she start crying, everybody start crying, and now this is why they hate the Arabs, blah 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 blah. But like as you rightfully saying, when it comes to us, they don't give a damn. You know what I mean?
Daily Atkinson, a witness said they saw the policeman bouncing on his head, man. A witness said they saw the policeman bouncing on Daly Atkinson's head. Daly Atkinson, the Aston Villa football player that had mental issues, bounced on his head. She goes, it was disturbing to watch. I used to know crying over that.
That's crazy. They ain't got no tape of that.
No, that asked it's just a witness that said she saw it.
Who else there? Quarters out there?
Go on, Cancer.
Hey, Yabashin Shabakata. What's going on?
Good captain.
Boy, sir. Yeah, that's crazy because okay, he play. Did they stop him from playing football, or he played and then he stopped, like he retired?
Yeah, the old timer done his thing, came out, and I think over the years he had mental issues, and the police came out to domestics.
That's crazy. Like he had mental issues, but he was mental enough to play for them and make them money.
That's right.
Because like ain't nobody beat him up on a football field. None of them firms catch him and beat him up. Like they make sure and protect him. And you best believe if he had mental issues, he was lunching out in the locker room.
That's right.
Lunching out everywhere. Like you could go right now and pull up fights with football players at halftime in the tunnel, in the locker room. You could go now and watch that same team, Tottenham Hotspur, when Mourinho was coaching, the Chink, Son, or Park, or whatever his name is, the Chinese one, him and another one scrap on the field. And then as he walking in the tunnel, somebody hit him a bars in the face. Blow! And then they walk in the locker room and they get ready to scrap some more. And the coach is their part and everything. But of course, they have cameras all the way. So over the years, people leak the footage. But they be going off in the locker room, and once they're not on the pitch, and somehow the coach and the therapist and the psychologist and the money, they're able to stop whatever going on or appease it because they have money to make. But once he ain't making no money no more, now he's back to being a slave.
That's right.
Yeah, I mean, that's real. That's an insane thing there. Like this, you want to tell me he was good enough to play for you, but when he ain't playing, he'll jump on his head?
Come on, Concert. So like I said, D-Dub says he was one of the biggest players when Premier League was launched in 92.
That's crazy. That's crazy. And that's to show you how much of us, like, just going on wrong in Israel. Remember, we are people who suffering PTSD, suffering different mental traumas. And as long as we could make them money, they'll find a way to make us function. But once we're not making them money, they don't care if you're homeless, if you kill yourself, if you die, they don't give a damn.
Kind of one. Kind of, so they said the same thing with DMX. They said when DMX was in his prime, the record company was paying people to ward off the crack dealer. It was paying like people to threaten the crack dealers. Don't sell him crack. Don't sell him crack. We need him functioning for the shows. Because when he smokes crack, he don't come to show on time. He don't come to sound check on time. But where was they when he overdosed?
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Where was all that money and support and warding off crack dealers? You know, he was free to get crack then. The crack killed him. Because once you don't make no money, do what you want, man. You know what I mean? We don't care. Like, I heard how when Tupac was making with Interscope money, they was paying for his lawyer. They're paying for his law fee. Not what's it called? His court fees and so forth. Because they need him out of jail to make them some money, man.
Yep. Yeah, that's how it is. We are slave. We are slave. I saw the tape you was playing earlier with from Don't Be a Menace. The comedy. I was in the airport just now. I went to try and get on a flight to Heathrow, but they tell me to check back in a few weeks.
Oh, come on.
So just know, you know, in a few weeks, if you'll hear a knock on the door around this time, just make way. Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna come straight and tell nobody nothing. I'm gonna drive down. I used to right hand drive. I grew up on the right hand. I'm gonna take the M.
Drive.
I'm gonna take the M straight to Brum.
They say manual drive or automatic.
Whichever one. If it's Flintstones, my foot going through the damn floorboard. Just put them going like that on the air. Yeah, I mean, it don't matter. Yeah, I mean, but I see the tape, and you were so right. Where it's like they want to talk about underlying conditions, and they make a whole parody of how we live, right? They make a whole parody, comedy show how we live. Everybody laugh, ha ha ha. You know what I mean? About hurry up and buy, hurry up and buy. But I have a tape here. I don't know if I could play it real quick for you. Where this is a sister called Latasha Harlan, right? And this happened right around. If I'm gonna move the banner shortly, all right, Karathia? Just so everybody can see. This is surveillance footage from I think I might be able to leave it up. This is surveillance footage from a convenience store, I think is in Compton, right? And this was just around the time that Rodney King had got beaten by the police. And, it was already on edge. It was already real kind of edgy as to what was going to happen in Los Angeles, because first the cops was saying how he attacked them and all kind. They lie, but then the guy who was filming came out with the tape. So now everybody was on edge, waiting to see what the hell would happen. And this young sister, let me see if I can point out. See right here in the white? Right, okay, I think she's behind this girl, if I'm not mistaken. This here is an Asian woman. I forget the Asian woman name. I'm gonna look it up for you in a second, right? She run the store, and of course the girl came in there to buy some juice or something like that. But she's taking long, or either she taking long or she bought the juice and put it in her pocket and coming to pay for it. But the Asian, all she's seeing is, nigga, hurry up and buy. Really, that's all she's seeing. And the girl dipped to pay for it, and this woman pull out her gun and blow the girl away. I mean, it happened so goddamn quick. The whole tape is 25 seconds long. And that's where stuff like this is where they get the hurry up and buy thing from in Don't Be a Menace, because it's off of Menace to Society. They were showing you those things was happening, but even without the history, is a brainwashing thing, because even I remember growing up in the islands, we could never understand why the movies about the hood were so violent, because we're not seeing the provocation first. They're not showing us the things they doing to us that would now cause that chain reaction to other things. You get what I'm saying? Because in Menace to Society, the young brother I think he killed the Asian. And then it seemed like the brother was just so violent and blah, 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 blah. But they ain't never shown this. Right now, you see her there? She came to pay. The Chinese woman grabbed her. Her friend was saying, the friend who's there was telling the news that she keeps saying, I'm about to pay, but the Chinese woman grabbed her. You know what I mean? And of course, she hit the chink, a two-piece, grabbing her bag. Chink throw the bag back. She picking up the bag, still trying to pay. Still standing there trying to pay. She's still trying to pay for the thing. And she go to walk away. She go to walk away. The Asian, let me stop saying chink before they flag me for, bad language. The Asian woman come back up with the 38 special, loading the gun right there. She's still trying to pay. She turned to walk away. Bam. And okay, anybody who gets shot, when you fall to the ground like that, it's a hard shot to your nervous system. Damn near is almost like, you almost, is either that or your life leave you right there. You understand? Like she ain't get shot and hop away or stumble. She collapsed like dead weight, like a sack of flour. You get the point? So now when they start to talk about, stop Asian hate and this, that, the other, like there's a whole lot more that we need to stop first. We as a community, we can't worry about them. You know what I mean? We can't worry about them at all. And that news reporter who was crying, like that, them tears don't mean a goddamn thing to me.
That's right.
You know what I mean? I fill my cup up and put some ice and drink them tears, because when it comes to us, y'all don't give a damn. Y'all say all kind of thing about us and how we deserve it and this, that, the other, but you know what I mean? But just want to show that being that you brought that thing up. You know what I mean?
So I want to show a quick picture of the sister as well, man, so people know that she was young, man. I just want to show you real quick. This is the sister got killed, shot in the face, man, in the side of the head by an Asian. So like I said Asian. Look at that, man.
That's the sister who we just talked about, right? Natasha Harlan.
Cut one concert.
Yeah, that's her. It was a young. There's another picture too that it's sometimes it circulates, it makes its way around. I don't know if people know that that's her.
Is the black and white one?
I think so.
Let me see if we can find it. Let me see.
I have it if you don't have it, huh?
Oh, come on, concert. If you could, sir.
Yeah, no sweat. One second.
So the back of that, so like what you said was deep, man. I watched Men's Society in the 90s, in the world, of course. And I thought, what's wrong with these brothers, man? Just shooting people for no reason.
Exactly.
I thought he was a menace to society.
Right.
But they don't push this. If you saw what they done to Natasha Harlan, you will see why he shot that Asian man.
Mm-hmm.
You see how they bother us in the shop and say hurry up and buy. You will see why they do that, man.
Exactly.
They show half of that. They show half of the story, man.
They show the retaliation. They don't show when the person throwing stones and hiding their hands. You know what I mean? They don't show that part. And okay, this is how our oppressor plays us. Like he would tell Judah's story, and this is why we have to be real careful with certain movies. Like he'll tell Judah's story, and Judah would think, or anyone who is black and brown in America would think, finally they're telling our story. But you got to remember, there's a world outside of America's borders that is only getting half the story. Like when you see a movie based on something, you only getting half the story, because the other half you have to live here to understand it.
That's right.
You get what I'm saying? You have to live. It's similar to UK. Like you familiar with the stereotype? Crumpets and pinky up, Cheerio, talking like that, all kind of, that's typical stereotype. But unless you live in there, about the council estates and how the Arabs and the Pakistanis oppress black people, and what happened with Mark Duggan and the riots, you know what I mean? Unless you understand that and go through it daily, you're not going to really get, certain movies or certain news stories. You're not going to understand it. You get what I'm saying? It would look ridiculous to somebody outside looking. So I fully understand both sides of it. Just like you just saying, like you remember watching the movies and you're like, why is it so extra aggressive? Why is it so violent? But the way how Esau played, it's to brainwash people outside of America to not have any sort of human feelings for the tribal children.
That's right.
Like when you see a cop murder a brother, and they say, well, he was out of control. He was aggressive. He attacked. Nothing in your mind says, what? He attacked? No, that ain't sounding right. Everything in your mind would say, well, they are aggressive. Well, they do this because of what they show. And when I really put it together was with that movie Black Panther. That movie Black Panther was so brainwashing and such a weapon against the tribe of Judah, where the one who they say is the enemy, right? That Killmonger one.
Oh man.
They made his character not just to be Negro or African American, but the quintessential modern day version of the tribe of Judah.
That movie just pisses me off, man. Killmonger was my nigga, man. And he made it like Killmonger, this monster, and he wants to attack his oppressors. No, like Killmonger's my type of guy, man. But I can't talk in it because
exactly. Listen, I feel you. And the movie did well over here because, of course, the brainwashing. But outside of America, everybody looking at Killmonger, because he looked like the Migos. He looked like he could be part of the Migos with the dreads and the kick to one side, the glasses, the Cartier frame. Everything about him. Everything about him was like a young Judite. And he was made to be hated before the whole world. Even the part where he killed this girl. Remember he killed this woman? Like all that, it was supposed to. If you go watch over the movie, he was shooting at the white boy with the hand, and he killed this girl first. Like they try to make him look so heartless and cold, and then he jack up the old woman who was, keeping the flowers for the Black Panther. Like everything.
Killmonger won the Black Panther in battle, fair and square. And they still fucked the shit up and made the Black Panther come back. He won in combat, man. So like off topic, but No,
but it's true. But you had to be real careful with it. So even with the movie Menace to Society or Don't Be a Menace, like there's a whole backdrop of that. You go watch any documentary right now. I ain't gonna pull it up for time's sake, but there's so many documentaries on the LA riots and what LA was like in the late 80s. And the Asians, brother, they control the whole business economy. They was the landlords. They was owning all the stores, and they would treat brothers and sisters the same way. So now, when this Asian woman killed this little girl and she was proud about it, that is what kind of kick off the LA riots. Rodney King was already had everybody on edge, but when this thing happened and the tape came out, brother, it was a wrap.
It's like I said, I believe she the Chinese woman boss case as well.
Hell yeah, she get. Let me see if I could find. This is the girl here. All right, this is the girl here. I don't know if you all ever seen this this picture before. Right, you might see the picture circling around, but that's the sister right there. The black and white picture make it seem like it's something from the 20s, but it's not. It's just a family picture that they make black and white. But the woman who killed her, she get off. She get off with like probation for like a few years or months or some shit like that. With nothing. Damn near nothing she get off with. I think this is the Asian woman right here.
I need to get my Apple Maps. I see you just flicking through these pictures quick, man. I gotta get my shit together.
Bad man thing. Yeah. Because I ain't ready for them kind of vibes there, you know what I mean?
Don't watch that, man. I'll soon be up there. I'll soon up, man.
Yeah, man. Big man thing. But yeah, so you know what I mean? So when as you were saying, them things you was just talking about, I was listening to the show all the way. Like we in a real bad state, you know what I mean? A real bad position where there's nothing that they could do to us that they ain't gonna have to pay for.
That's
right. That's the point we reach now. There's absolutely nothing that they could do that they will actually have to pay for.
That's
right. It's similar to the girl who just gets shot over there by you all, the Black Lives Matter girl.
Sasha Johnson, I believe her name was.
Right, and they shoot her in her face, right?
I think some brothers were shooting in a party and she got hit.
Shit, brother, I don't know. I don't know. I don't trust this devil.
That's what the story says, but
That's what the story's saying, but I don't know. Is she the only person who get hit?
Yeah, I believe so, sir. I believe so. Don't quote me, but I believe so. No one else.
Imagine shooting in a party and only one person get hit and hit in the face.
Mm.
I don't know. Well, I don't know. I ain't want to talk to no conspiracy theorist talk. You know what I mean?
But so like I said, on other notes, though, this is the big news in the UK, man. You know what I mean? Everyone's all crying because some white girl called a man a nigger on the doors and so forth, man. I got a place for you, sir. Everyone's crying about it. It's big news and stuff. Everyone's saying, I can't believe it happened, you know, can't believe she's saying stuff like this. And I got to tell you, man, listen, the UPK, we tell you, man, your oppressor will never love you, man. You know what I mean? And this goes for all the brothers out there probably asking for a number, man. This is what she thinks about you, man. It's a luck, yeah. Let me see if we can find it right now. This is a video of Weatherspoons in Brum when the government's opening a couple shops up, a couple not nightclubs, but a couple shops. Weatherspoons is a place where you can go get a steak, go get a drink. Who goes to Weatherspoons dressed up anyway? Anyway, I know Weatherspoons even had bouncers, man. But this white woman wanted to get in Weatherspoons, and the brother's asking for her ID, and she's saying, "Go in Weatherspoons and ask my friend to bring my ID out." And the man's saying, "Listen, you can't come in here." And this is what she resorted to.
So wait, hold on. Okay, go ahead.
So like I said,
no, I was saying, okay, so she wasn't trying to get in the club. She was just trying to go back in for her ID.
No, yeah, she wanted to get in, but her friend had an ID, and her friend is in the bar. So she's saying to him, "Get my friend so I can show you the ID so I can get in." He wasn't having it, and then didn't take much.
So why she can't just call her friend?
She's saying that. She's saying to him, "Call." I think Shania, the name is. Like,
no. What I'm saying is, why she can't call the friend? People have phones nowadays, right?
That's right.
Yeah, bitch, go call him and go call your friend.
I'm security. I don't call people.
I don't call people.
I secure shit. It's lucky.
Yeah, man.
I make sure people with no IDs don't get in, man. That's what I do. It's lucky. You want to get your ID, then you go call them, man. It's not what I do.
Can you get Shania, please? Can you get Shania? Could you get Shania? I'm not touching you. Can you get Shania? Can you go over there and get Shania, please? I get shit. Shania!
Wait, hold on.
Fucking nigga, plastic man.
Kawaka, she pushed the door. He went in the door. She pushed the door on him.
Pull that back, Salakia. I mean, I know some places where just how she get up in his face, brother, she gonna get bounced on her head.
That's right.
I know some places them bouncers is not playing that shit. You know what I mean? This ain't parliament.
That's right.
Yeah, I mean, you come up in here all up in my face, you getting bumped on your head.
That's right.
Fucking nigga, plastic man.
That's the best thing.
Brother, hold on, play the part again where he push her, if you don't mind, please.
Shania, please. Can you get Shania? Could you get Shania? I'm not touching you. Can you get Shania? Can you go over there and get Shania, please? I get shit. Shania! Fucking nigga, plastic man.
That's the best thing.
She's a horrible whore. That girl is an absolute slut.
Concert and like from that video, you can tell that she didn't respect him from the beginning of it.
Right.
You mean he's a bouncer, and she walks up to him like, "I want you to go in there and get my friend." No,
that's right.
That's not his job.
Touch him. I think she poke him. She poke him in the chest because he looked down like, "Who are you touching?"
Kind of one con, and even that. So before the racial abuse, even her demeanor, she like, "Boy, go in there and get my friend." Even that, before she said anything racist, her demeanor and how she approached him, showed how she was anyway. Because that approach is like, you mean like he must do it, like as if he can't say no. That's not his job. His job ain't to help you. His job is to guard the door.
Right.
He doesn't work for you. He works for the Weatherspoons. And that approach, you know what I mean, it was wrong as well, sir.
That's right.
Yeah. Absolutely. You go ahead.
So for me, so then what happened after that now? The police banned her from coming to Brum, and she made a public apology. So I'm gonna get the article where they banned her first, and then when she made that public apology. Anyone wants to chime in, just let me know. So again, this is the West Midlands Police. This is the announcement they put out in regards to this devil. Arrests were made on a woman on suspicion of racial abusing a pub doorman in Birmingham City Centre on Saturday night, 22nd of May. The woman was detained at 1 p.m. today after she attended a police station at our request. It's alleged that 24-year-old woman from Worcester used racial language toward a member of security staff outside the figure of 8 and Broad Street at some time between 10 p.m. and 11:30. She also accused of racial abusing another man who was stood near the door pub entrance and earlier damaging furniture inside the premises. She remained in police custody for questioning. So it seems like to me she's just an animal, man.
That's right.
She's breaking furniture, racially abused 2 black men. She's crazy.
I told you, she is a horrible whore.
That's right.
She's an absolute whore. Like this girl here, she ain't just, aggressive. The right man buy her a drink, she's opening, the whole highway up. All 6 lanes at the end. All 6 lanes. Even the one with the cross on it. The one that's at the cross.
Oh, yeah, the one that can't go down.
Everything open for them, man. That bitch there is a horrible whore. She has absolutely no shame. No shame, don't care. Just absolutely disgusting. And listen, if this brother, retaliated and, cracked her face in, I mean, the outcry for her would be immense.
That's right.
You know what I mean? Like, she called him a black cunt and then turn around and spit. It's rough.
So it's okay if I play her response as well?
Oh, they have a tape of it?
No, it's a written response that she...
Yeah, please.
Let me see if we can find it real quick.
And in the meantime, chime in. And then what happened as well, they spoke to her grandmom, and her grandmom said that she's not a racist. She was just a drunk. So now her grandmom is trying to say, no, she's not a racist person. She was just drunk. When that don't make sense, man. You mean a racist person does racist things? So she's trying to act like, well, you can't call her that. She just had a lot that night, and that came from her grandmom in an article as well, sir.
Grandmother is a hoe too.
It's where she got it from.
It's a lot.
Where she learned it.
If she excusing that type of behavior because she drunk, Granny is a old hoe.
That's right.
That's that World War II, WAP. That's a lot.
Tell me what.
That's that World War II WAP.
And this is the girl Shauna Walker. If you can see, it said, I would just like to publicly apologize for the situation that happened at the nightclub, and I would like everyone to know that I am in fact not racist at all. I have several black co-workers.
That's it right there. She killed herself right there.
There she goes. She hit us with it. I was waiting for it. She gave us it.
Yeah, man. She didn't even have to say all she had to say is, I apologize for making these racist remarks. Ain't nobody, listen, you don't have to say I'm not a racist. You are a racist. Just,
right.
That's it. It's crazy. That's crazy. Look, in this, keep going.
Look, yeah. I have several black co-workers who I dearly love, and I've even dated black men. Oh, come on, man.
Listen, that's why she feels she could go up and touch that brother, because she's like, I'm gonna work this whole Snow White vibes on him, and he'll just love me. She's a whore. She's a hoe.
And if I may say, what she's saying, that's racist of even dated black men. Like, you know what I mean? I can't racist because I've even been with some of those men. She's racist. And what she's saying is basically letting you know how racist she is, and she doesn't even realize it.
Right.
Oh God, he goes, I was seriously drunk out of my head that night and upset because I wanted to get to the lounge, which was over a mile away.
So what? We losing it?
Will still refuse access to the bar, which why I was angry. But I understand it doesn't justify my words, and it may have offended some people, but I'm not a racist at the end of the day.
Testing one.
Take a second, we reflecting with the light, but this the life, I fucking love it. Wouldn't trade it to be white, now that's alright. I got the right at first, the devil's redefining work. Someday you'll pay the price. No, I don't break a fold, I need and bake the dough, then recreate the flow. They think they making though, what they forsake is so essential. Over lentils, get your issue. Guess who's on this instrumental with you? Damn, if we was family, view one red and call it spam. I'm not a fan of Antichrist, they slayed the man. I swayed the Tim like here I am, the son of Sam is taking shots at David Berkowitz. Pussy. A different discipline existed in this New York state of mind. Say since now, no, not the actor, but the year he's ever not one thing in mind to grind until this gavel turns his words to mirth from Babel. Front lines of 69, I follow protocol. This kingdom built.
It's lucky about that, man. A little, this white woman tried to take. She talked about her freedom of speech getting taken away, man, and tried to take away our internet, man. So lucky I don't watch that, man. Trying to sabotage the thing, man. Boy, they can't sabotage this thing, man. That's right. It's like I say, your mic's mute, sir. It's like I say, sabotaging Mac as well.
She called her black friends. She make a phone call to them black friends, and it was over.
That worked for internet company. So like I said, she said that freedom of speech, man. How is racial slurs freedom of speech? That's offensive language.
I mean, I'm backing her there. I'm backing her with that one.
That is not freedom of speech. That's dissing someone.
No. No.
But is that freedom of speech?
I could back up with that one. If that's her argument, then she was in her rights. You know what I mean? Give her a pass. No, yes, I back her. Go ahead, Prasha.
Yeah, but okay, now she's writing to apologize that she's wrong, but then on the other hand, well, I've got freedom of speech. So really, is she trying to apologize?
I don't care if she
is she not?
apologizes. I need them to give her a pass for freedom of speech, so I could go on the street and say "packy" and chink. I need if they're gonna give her a pass, give her a pass for saying nigga, so I could say "packy."
That's right.
You get the point. Like I ain't, if she's saying this is about freedom of speech, well then that's a different argument. This is not about racism. This is about her exercising her First Amendment right. Well, UK don't have it, according to Prince Harry. Prince Harry said there ain't no First Amendment in the UK. Harry say, watch your mouth. Slack. But if she could get to say, nigger and black C-U-N-T, and she gets a pass, I'm all for it. Don't stop me when I turn that mic on, in the bullring.
That's right.
That's right.
I mean, don't stop me when I turn that mic on High Street in Brixton by the KFC.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, don't stop me when I turn that mic on in Piccadilly Square in Manchester. Yeah, I mean, I'll let it ring. Yeah, I mean, I take a deep breath. You, let blow out like them anime cartoons, niggas blowing back at the window, all kind of shit. That's what I want. You know what I mean? If she says freedom of speech, then that's a different argument. I'm willing to hear that argument. That one brother, he could take an L for the sake of the nation. You know what I mean? He could take that L. If we're talking about freedom of speech.
Kind of one concept.
You can do so the rest of us can get a boss case, man, get through.
That's that. You know what I mean? That's that. But she's for sure absolute racist.
Yes, so like you say, if I could like these stories here, these stories is good, especially for a teaching tool, because we've got books from the 40s and the 50s where white people's been saying the same thing, and then now in 2020, 2021, they try and tell us that they're not racist. But if I took this video of her and some books that I got from the 40s and took the date of them, you'd see that they're exactly the same, man.
Exactly.
Which lets you know all of this England's progressed and England ain't racist. If we took the dates of this video and took the dates of what we've got in the books when we came over in the 40s and the 50s, everyone would see that England is still as racist as it was in the 40s and the 50s.
That's right.
So these stories is good, man. I think we need to print this one off and bring it out to camp, and then pull it side by side with the books that we had in the 50s, and we just preset them. Like they called us black cunts in the 50s. They called us black cunts in 2021. Show people that it's the same thing.
It's the same.
Most of our people, come on, can't say.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Right. So like, go ahead. I need to cut you off.
All right, so I'm saying we definitely need to print out these stories just so people can see that we're not banging about things from the past, because this is what 22nd of May, the first day. This is the first day the pubs was open back. She couldn't wait to go to the pub, man. Call people black cunts. So what else did she call us on the thing about him?
Monkey or mongo, something like that.
And she called him monkey and whatnot. And then what I've realized is tons of people was dissing the brother, saying he's behaving like that because he loves white women and this, that. But my thing is, forget what he loves. It's her who's on trial, man.
Right.
Obviously, what we like to do is take away from who's on trial, man. She's on trial. Like whatever he loves has nothing to do with the case, man. Like when you go to court, the judge don't say, "Oh well, this man, blah blah blah." The judge deals with the trial and sticks to all the evidence, man. And the evidence is she's a racist, man, who needs to go jail for a bit, man.
That's right.
Send her to jail. Send her to a jail with some black cunts for 3 months, man.
That's right.
And see how she fares, man. But that's it on that.
Listen, you absolutely right, Doc. Like that's one thing you should do. Somebody should compile a folder with all these, these articles that make the news that they try to hide. Like definitely that Mark Atkinson one. If you could get the article where the witness said the cup was bouncing on his head. Get that, because they are not going to believe it. Enough time pass and enough new journalists come in, they'll rewrite everything they did to us. They'll say, no, that didn't happen. That was I forget what's the word for it. Where they say like it's stretching the truth. I forget the word they use in journalism. There's a word they use in journalism.
Propaganda, sir.
Not propaganda, it's something else. I forget the word for it, where it's like that was a something, right? And like enough time passed, they are going to say that those things did not happen. And you all should keep a good record of them things, just like Dongaba saying, because it's this, imagine that, the same thing, the same behavior, the same attitude that in the 40s and the 20s is happening today. And even before the 40s, that shit is happening right now with there's no change. And listen, if I could, that is the underlying factor that killed Mark Atkinson, not his health.
That's right.
That racism that never ever changed, and not that passive racism either. That good, aggressive, violent, old English hooligan, firm-rooted racism.
That's right.
That bricks and pipes and cush across the back of your head racism. That's what that is. That's the underlying issues that plague Black people. Why we die with COVID. Why Black women die in the pregnancy theater when they're giving birth. Why black men and women die in prison, mass incarceration, and this police brutality. The underlying factor is not our health issues. The underlying factor is that we are the slaves of the empire and we get the worst treatment ever, always. Race is the underlying factor, is the underlying conditions that we suffer. That's what it is. White man is our oppressor. He's the problem.
That's right.
He's the problem. If it wasn't bouncing on his goddamn head, go bounce on your little toddler head.
That's right.
I mean, go jump on that big, ugly, big-headed baby head you have. Yeah, I mean, you take a brother who done made Aston Villa so much money, and you jump on his head. And what Aston Villa had to say about this shit?
I ain't heard nothing from them. Not a word.
That's crazy.
Not a word from them.
If that had happened to Michael Owen, Liverpool would say something. Manchester United would say something.
That's right.
Think about it. Like, or everybody who have an interest or a stake in this man's life would come out and say something. This man done made y'all so much goddamn money in t-shirt sales alone. And y'all didn't come out and say nothing. Y'all didn't put no pressure on this. Nah. We have a long ways to go in terms of fighting this oppressor, boy. It's rough. But thank the Lord, the UPK banner flying high out there. Give yourselves a hand. Give yourselves a hand. Brother, y'all is the last frontier. Y'all is the last of the Mohicans. Y'all is the few good men. Y'all is, the few, the proud, the brave. If it wasn't for you all, brother, everybody would be shalom and fringes on t-shirts and, welcoming Polynesians. Yeah, right. It wasn't for you all. You're the last frontier. Listen, I can't wait. Boy, don't go back. Give me that daily update. As soon as Boris say, go! I'm on a plane. I'm running down in here. I ain't even bringing no backpack. I just leave me in this clothes for the whole damn trip. Camp every goddamn day, even if I go back myself. But we gotta hit that street, brother, and tear their behind up.
That's
Rip
right.
them out the stream because they don't give a damn about our lives.
That's right. So like I said, on the back of that, the brother that got racially abused and stuff. This is what he had to say about it. You know what I mean? It's a doorman in racial abuse video says it affected me more than when a knife got pulled on me.
Listen, I'll take a drink for that, brother. You smarter than I thought. Yeah, wise, bro. He probably listening to classes. He probably listening right now. He from Birmingham, right?
Come on, cancer. Well, he works in Birmingham, so I'm guessing so.
Listen, Bonsai, if you're listening, cheers, mate. Cheers. Cheers. I see what you did there. I see it, and that was smart. That was smart. Go ahead. Who want to bring it up?
Let me go.
Go ahead.
So what is trying to
you can play his picture back up.
I think
oh nice.
I'll put the picture back up. It's a guess. So what it's trying to say is that really the whole a knife crime, that's not the issue, but it's racism because with the racial abuse that hurt more than when a knife was pulled out on him.
Exactly. That's like he's now okay, and that's how the Lord said in the last days He'll begin to pour out His Spirit on every living thing. Like this statement he made here is so deeper, and it's so political, and it's so carefully crafted. I don't even know if I can't say he did it intentionally, but if he did, he is a lot smarter than people giving him credit for. Even this statement kind of shows he understood everything that was happening at that door with that whore. Like he understood the whole thing and he played it cool. And as soon as she, lost focus, he closed the door because he knew her next step was to assault him. And he wasn't trying to get no case. Like he is really saying the same thing we was just saying. The underlying conditions that really affect us is not knife crime. It's racism. That's what really affects us. Racial abuse is more dangerous than knife crime.
That's right.
Like Atkinson, he didn't die from a knife. He died from a racist white man who probably said black C-U-N-T 10 times a day in the precinct, jumping on his head.
That's right.
Yeah, Rashawn Charles didn't die from knife crime. He died because a oppressor in a uniform who probably says black C-U-N-T every day in London put his fist down Rashawn Charles' throat. Same thing with Mark Duggan. You remember the picture they showed, brother?
Come on, concert.
They're trying to demonize him. That affects us more than knife crime. Do you walk up? Listen, anybody, whether it's brothers in the room with me right now or brothers who listening or sisters, do you walk out the house and tape a telephone book to your waist and pad up your hips and pad up your chest, expecting in case you get knifed? Do you walk out the house trying to build a damn near knife-proof vest because knife crime affects you? Anybody? No. But you do walk out the house and try to make sure you're on time for the slave. That you not the brothers in the school, but the brothers who outside the school who not the truth yet would be shaving for the slave. Sisters had to make sure they're looking bright and on point and talking a certain way for the slave. Why? Why do we have to make them changes and be on edge and be on our tiptoes for the slave? Why?
Because they'll sack us to get rid of us?
Yeah, because they got power and they're white and we're black.
That's right.
Race, we have to live our life for racism every single day. And we don't really care about knife crime.
That's right.
That shit don't affect us. And that's what he's saying. He's saying this racial abuse affected me more than knife crime.
That's right.
Right? More than when a knife was pulled on me. Like that you could defend. You could take a knife from somebody. How are you fighting racism? There's no way to fight it. This place just had to burn. Christ had to come and burn this kingdom down. How could black people really fight racism? There's no way. All we could do is complain and talk about it. But there's no way to fight racism in this empire. There's absolutely no way. You understand what I'm saying? Like there's no way to do it. Even us separating and coming into the truth, we're still at the mercy of this oppressor. The only thing we have on our side is the Lord. The Lord have to step in any way for you to fight. If the Lord is not on your side or he don't step in, you are absolutely powerless.
That's right.
And that's what this brother here is saying. I could take a knife from somebody. I could get stabbed and it gonna heal. But this racism is something else. Not just a little $2 slut he could pick up with one hand. He have to stand there and be restrained while she disrespects him and spit at him in the middle of COVID. That should be another charge. That should be another charge. That's crazy. That's crazy. I'll give this brother a hand. Y'all gotta find out this brother's name, man. That was a powerful statement right there.
So like you said, quarters are nosing, I believe.
Come on, boy, sir. Quarters see if you want to get on the show. I'll tell him I'm gonna buy him a bottle of whatever, Johnny, whatever you want.
Yeah, man. I'll get for you, Captain.
Yeah,
No
man. Let me
problem.
go to the soldier and tell him. You tell him I say good job with that whore. Salam. Yeah,
Can't, I don't can't.
whore, drag the H. That's whore. And I say good job with that whore, man. Then come on the show, man. And if he could, I don't know if he's in the middle of it, you know, it might be a legal matter where he can't say too much. And if that's the case, I understand. But you know, this brother here he's wise. He's wise, definitely wise.
I guess we got Anne Boleyn. Yeah, you know, I think Henry VIII's second wife. What's the first one? Catherine Aragon.
Yeah.
I used to know him in school, man. Henry VIII. I studied Gallis. I'm joking. But it was Catherine Aragon, Anne Boleyn, Jane Seymour.
I forgot.
Catherine Parr. I knew them anyway. What was it?
He had the Anne, the one that he said was
Anne of Cleves. That's the one.
The one
it
that
was
made from a portrait.
It was divorce, killed, died, divorce, killed, survived. That's
the poem.
That's the poem to remember.
Yeah.
So the first one was divorce, Catherine Aragon. Second one killed. Third one died, Anne of Cleves. Anyway, Henry VIII, like a man had what 6 wives, and
he had enough girl and girl in a bungle.
Yeah, girl for Rima, girl for junk. So, okay. I like what the captain said. Like, when the oppressor don't like you, he will demonize you. So they make claims that he was fat and ugly and he was a lust-filled demon. But what you don't understand is that Henry VIII ran the Catholic Church out, man. Ran them out, kicked them out of England. So you know the Catholics, when they just like with King James, when they don't like you, they'll put propaganda. They say, you know, King James was a homosexual, he had sex with his mom. So again, I wouldn't take everything they say, I take it with a pinch of salt, but they claim it was this lustful bastard that couldn't stop getting married and couldn't control himself. He had 6 wives. Remember in school, they talk about him like he was horrible, man. I showed a picture, he eating turkey leg. We don't know, but the fact is, he had 6 wives. His second wife was Anne Boleyn. I think she was a handmaid or something like that. Lady in wait. So the sister from Queen and Slim, I can't remember her name. I believe she had Benjamin also.
Jodie something, Jodie Smith or Jodie
Turner Smith, that's the one.
Yeah. Listen, I was so relieved to find out she was a Benjamin. Good night, brother.
Why? How come?
Okay, you know, right now over in America, the most black roles are played by Hamites.
Oh, come on.
You understand? So, you know, if you look at the most successful TV series and movies right now that have is black oriented or based around black people, it's Hamites who have a lot of the lead roles. So even when I was watching Queen and Slim, I was halfway hating the movie because I'm thinking I'm watching 2 Hamites. You get the point? Because the man, he was Queen actually. Anyway, the man. He's a Hamite, right? He's come get out. And I was like, I don't know who this girl is. I've never seen her before, but I was like, man, they bring these Hamites in. But when I found out she was a Benjamite, brother, okay, I was relieved for a second. Because I was like, okay, at least it's Israel. But however, in the white man's world, this is still an attack on Judah.
That's right.
You get the point? It's still these Hamites taking Judah jobs, and now these Benjamites who have the same accent as the Hamites they bring in, that they could look at the British landscape and see them together in their eyes. Now that becomes an enemy. You get what I'm saying?
Got one cancer.
It's still a slaughter. Remember, it's like, okay, Judah is who all his brethren gonna praise. In the spirit, our oppressor knows that he has to keep his foot on Judah's neck no matter what. And while his foot on Judah's neck, he had to throw mud at our eyes so we see Judah in a certain light. So I in one part of me, I was definitely relieved to know she was a sister. But then I was like, boy, this is even more propaganda, more mess. Because now it's a huge influx of these Hamites taking over Hollywood. You get me?
So this sister recently,
and she ain't bad too, you know. So like,
yeah, she had a little slimmy thing going on.
She ain't bad. Listen, I didn't want to say nothing, but you know, she like you. I had to be honest.
Just flick that in there.
She's alright. I'll give her the nod. She can get the nod.
So it's like, so this sister got the role of playing Anne Boleyn.
Right.
You know what I mean? Which is Henry VIII's second wife. And everyone in England's upset about it, man. You know, I'm about to read the article right now saying this is an outrage.
And Henry VIII was definitely a devil, right?
Right.
I'm not sure, sir. I actually get confirmed. I don't know the UPK stance, sir.
No, listen,
I know those devils in England at the time.
You gotta go down to one of them damn castles and pull up the records out.
So like you said, when you come in, man,
go down to one of them castles, move the bench, pull up one of them stones underneath, you're gonna find a map, and they're gonna tell you who is who. But you gotta find out for sure. But this Anne Boleyn, okay, even what's the one before her? You said
Catherine of Aragon. That's the first one. I think Aragon's a place in Spain, is it?
Spain, yeah, Spain.
Okay, I want to believe that they was that line was from black people in that Aragon line. I want to believe, so I ain't too sure. You know what I mean? I want to believe that Aragon, possibly. Let me ain't say it yet for sure. Don't take my word on it yet. But there's something in there. If I remember correctly, from Nature Knows No Color line, that Aragon line was supposed to be black people, if I'm not mistaken.
Come on, Kansa.
But I could double check for sure. I could find out the history. I'll check them historians. You know, because for me, he's a huge historian. Commander John YAHANNA, that's his thing. History, that's his shit, boy. You know what I mean? I'm gonna find out. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? But y'all too, if y'all get the time, you know, any holidays coming up, or y'all get some time more from slave, you know, go down there in them castles and pull up the records, man, because that shit is important. Like, they're laying our shit right out in the open, and, you know, getting rich and wealthy off of it. And time for us to, you know, bring out more of the history. You get what I'm saying? So yeah, go ahead to Salaki.
So this sister plays Anne Boleyn. So she's saying that a lot of the British public were getting all pissed off, saying this is ridiculous and outrage. And kind of like the same when Idris Elba wanted to play James Bond, saying it's an outrage. How are you going to give a black woman the role of Anne Boleyn, which she's, you know, a prominent person in our history and so forth, like that? You know what I mean? That's the sister here. In character.
Salaki, that's, you know, that's good coffee right there, boy. You know, that's
if Anne Boleyn look anything like that, I don't know how Heavy the Eighth could kill something so. I don't know how Heavy the Eighth could kill something so good. I'll kill her, but not that kind of killing.
Listen, this was his second rib, right?
Kind of one, can't say.
I see why he fights off the Catholic Church for this one. Why? You know what I mean? Good night. Yikes. Think about when the music come on, when the Shaggy come on, Mr. Lover. He gonna burn down all the Catholic Church. He's like, that tale is coming with me. Anne Boleyn, all right, Anne, come on.
You got me. Catholic just got to run for this, man. So I'll read the article real quick. So this is Jane Turner Smith, and it says Jane Turner Smith has addressed the backlash she faced since being casted as Anne Boleyn in a forthcoming Channel 5 series. Let me see it now.
And what's the name of the series?
It's called Anne Boleyn on Channel 5.
Okay, Anne Boleyn. Is it on Netflix or any one of them things?
Nah, British TV, Channel 5.
It must be on the one. I'm gonna find. I'm gonna go look for it. I'm gonna go check that thing out. If it's a series, sure, let me have to check that. If it's a series, I'm gonna check it out.
1 second, come. I gotta get the aftermath for Tree, man. My shit just decides to the class on the man for Tree. Oh man.
Say again.
It decides to crash on me. 1 second. Let me get it.
Let me know.
I gotta get the Mac, you know, for Tree. I gotta get the Mac, man.
I have an apple tree in the back, and I'll go and pick one for you. And let me know. Yeah.
If you can help a priest out. Leave it to you, man. I got it. No need, I got it. Jodie Turner Smith reacts to racist backlash over her portraying Queen Anne Boleyn. It reads, Jodie Smith is speaking out about same thing again. Okay, we've previously reported that Queen and Slim Star plays Anne Boleyn in 3-part drama that will air on Viacom CBS, backed UK broadcaster Channel 5. I am so excited to join these exciting filmmakers in bringing the story of one of history's most controversial queens to the screen.
Okay, hold on. Listen now. Okay, this is where keep reading now. Salaki, you know me. I always had to find the reason to throw everything away. Salaki, it's a blessing and a curse. Salaki.
Okay, she goes, most recently, Turner Smith reacted to criticism over the casting of Glamour UK's May cover story, telling the publication, I did know it would be something that people felt very passionately about. So everyone felt passionate about Amber Lynn, how, you know, she basically she knew that there would be backlash over this about a black woman portraying Amber Lynn, either in a positive or negative way, because Amber Lynn is a human in history who people feel very strongly about. She explained more than anything, I wanted to tell the human story at the center of all this. So she keeps harping on the fact that Amber is human, not black, not white, is human. The actress also noted that she had just become a mother and that she was what really jumped out. And that was what really jumped out of me, the story of Amber Lynn as a mother. Turner Smith said her journey as a new mother helped shape the experience working on the project. To have experience on working with people that have much compassion for where I was in my journey as a mother. We were telling the story about a mother. The part where it gets to the racism. 1 second. One moment.
No sweat.
She said dressing the backlash, but not saying what the backlash was. So she reacts to backlash. 1 second.
Listen, D-Dubs, you reading my mind. D-Dubs say her husband's a heathen, though. She probably took on the spirit of Amber Lynn playing that role too, brother. Listen, I had to go pull it. I had to go pull it up. Make me beg you the screen share for a second.
Come on, cousin.
Listen, I mean, how okay? How rough could it be?
So, okay, I'll let you have it. Okay.
The apple tree outside them, if you want. Listen, look at the sister right here, brother. I mean, okay, let me see if I could help you. Damn, I didn't think I could do anything there with it. I'm trying to block out this fool here so you could see what, you know, she really, you know, the whole situation. And she done gonna get with this devil, this oppressor. Like, it's something about our people where we can't see success without the oppressor next to us. It's absolutely ridiculous. Damn near like she following in the footsteps of, what was the other famous one, Grace Jones?
Oh, yeah, she actually resembles her kind of bit as well. Yeah,
I mean, Grace, okay, if you look at any one of the Benjamin actors, that's what they tend to do. Once they're dark skin like that, they try to push them towards Grace Jones.
For me as well, sir.
Go ahead.
Naomi Campbell just bust her first picnic at 50, yeah? And I really feel no one knows, but I just feel it's a heathen. I just feel it, but who knows?
Okay, she in the type of money and the type of age where she could go to a clinic and, you know, get them sperm bank thing. But even that, I'm sure she made sure that seed come from an oppressor.
She don't need money to get sperm. Just check her off him, man. But anyway, it's like yes.
Let's not say that. So
what you got to say?
Stay and sip on the sorrows.
What you got to do to say, man? You get for free, man. But yo, hey, you know, it's like...
not anymore. Not anymore. Like this is a lesson. You cannot lay with the enemy and then be upset when you get, you know, racially abused.
That's right. That's right.
You get the marriage is based in racial abuse. He lays down with you and you open your legs. You think you open your legs because you love him. It's impossible for you to love him. Could your dog love you? Like if you have a pet, could your dog love you?
Like I said, my dog can't make sure I'm straight. I can make sure he's straight.
But could you love your dog?
Kind of one kind.
How?
Making sure he's fed,
Making
warm.
sure that dog is fed, making sure they get his shots, making sure the dog house is not in a nice place. They're warm in the winter and they're cool in the summer. Making sure they get water, making sure you take them for a walk. You could show love to your dog, but your dog is only showing gratitude to you.
That's right.
Your dog cannot do anything that shows love. Love is that type of service, that type of selfless service to something because you value it.
That's right.
He's laying with this man and she thinks she's in love, but that's not love. That's a century-old infatuation with the oppressor because he's in a position of power. You think, and it's the same way if it was a black man and a heathen woman. Like, you're not in love. What you are is just being grateful that this oppressor comes down in the gully, in the gutter, in the canal to be with your disgusting behind. That's what this really is. This is tremendous self-hatred right here with this girl. I'm still like, for a second I was relieved, but now I'm disappointed again. It's like I'm watching Queen and Slim all over again. Like this is Grace Jones. The whole Grace Jones out the same way. They made her marry that heathen Dolph Lundgren, the one who played in Rocky. If he dies, he dies. She was married to him, and brother, they had her half naked all over Hollywood. I'm waiting till they start making her take her clothes off.
Boy, so
you get the point? That's next. That's next for sure.
Just like Halle Berry.
Just like Halle Berry, and so, there's somebody else too. Hold on. What's her name? This one here. I mean, everybody grew up on this girl. Not everybody, but of course she was very, very famous. What's the hell is her name? Mel B, Sporty Spice.
Oh, kind of one concert.
Right? Everybody remember her. That's the Sporty Spice. Looking for a good picture that people might recognize her from.
She's Scary Spice. They made the black girl Scary Spice.
Scary Spice. So like I'm saying Sporty. So like you remember Spice Girls. That's Sporty Spice. And that's Scary Spice. So like I keep saying Sporty. What the fuck else keep saying that for?
Sport is some ugly market devil, man. Oh, so lucky, man.
Right? That's Scary Spice. They call her Scary, and she's the only black one.
That's right.
She's the only sister up in that whole Spice Girls thing. And she was, talking about her abusive relationship she had with what they would act like is a black man. But this is this is Satan she done married here. This is, she done gone straight in the womb of Satan. And she talk about how much this man would, beat her ass and do all kind of sexually deviant things to her. Like black women, sisters, Salakia. Y'all could say all kind of things about the brothers is rough and they had too much rules and blah, 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 blah. Count your goddamn blessings, man.
That's right.
Count them and value them and forgive the man and work it out with him. Because you could marry this thing here. This sodomite here. Y'all don't think he's a sodomite? Hold on. I've been practicing my lingo. Watch this space. And that's what y'all saying. Watch this space.
Yeah, watch this space.
Watch this space. Where's the one where he pursing his lips at? There's one where he's super sassy. Niggas sassy at. So pursy his lips. Ooh wee. He look, like he want to be a woman. He looked absolutely like he just want to be a woman so much. Where you could see there's something off with this dude here.
So like I said, and J. Miles, Josh Allen said, why is everybody sporty and posh, but the only black one is scary?
Exactly. That's right. That's right, J. Miles. Right? Sporty and posh, but the black one, she's scary because she black. She ain't scary to me. Hell.
That's the
listen, now, I deal with horror movies level. I deal with it. You understand? This is the same guy here. I believe his father is a devil. He changed his name to Belafonte after the Benjamin actor Harry Belafonte.
Oh,
that's not his real name. His real name is something else. He have a real white name like Vanderburger or some shit like that.
Vanderburger.
Yeah, if you look him up, his real name is a real, Epstein, that type of name. Winefield, that type of, real white, name. But he changed his name to something Belafonte after Harry Belafonte. Because apparently he idolized Harry Belafonte. Or maybe he thought he looked like Harry Belafonte. I don't know. But this dude here was beating the hell out Scary Spice. I mean, whooping her ass out on the daily, whooping her behind, and doing all sorts of sexual deviance. You have an article for it, Karafia?
Kind of one concert.
Right, I believe she was married to Eddie Murphy before, but of course, that wasn't good enough.
No, it's too, black man's is too much for me.
I mean, Eddie Murphy dropping rod all over the place, dropping it off like DoorDash. He dropping it all over the place, and of course, whatever happened, she decides no, she had to go with this dude, and went into become the punching bag of this guy.
And recently, she started a campaign about abusive women and them kind of things there because of what this sodomite did to her.
It's crazy. It's absolutely crazy. Hold on. Not this one. I'm trying to find the one where he's sassing the lips out. He all the way sassy out. Look at him. You can't tell me you can't see something wrong with this guy.
Yeah, something's not right.
Something is not right with him. You just look at this fool here. Something is not right with him. But now you run into him, and now you mad because you're getting your full tail destroyed. I ain't saying I'm glad it happened, but this is a lesson to the sisters out there that think they could, straddle the fence and think, they could try something new. There's only one end when you marry a homosexual.
Right.
Right? There's only one end. He's a sexual deviant by nature, and he does not love you. He wishes he could be you, and you being you so much, it pisses him off. He wants to be pretty and cuddly just like you, but it pisses him off. So of course, now he had to turn to hurt you. You understand? Now he has to turn to fully, give you the business because you're such a threat to his masculinity. Because she had to show her jaw because he wants to be her so much. You understand? He want to be her so much. So, Lucky, go ahead.
Damn, a jaw, man. Touch the jaw. It's the article. It was Mel B. I got used to lying. I didn't want anyone to find out. She defends girl power with the Spice Girls, but Melanie Brown felt unable to tell the truth about her unhappy marriage until now. Last I met Melanie Brown, she could not have been happier. The latest, formerly known as Scary Spice, was enjoying success as a judge on X Factor. The public abhorred her once again, and most important of all, she was ecstatically in love with her husband, Stefan Belafonte. Not only were they soulmates, she told me, they shared an extraordinary intimacy. After 7 years of marriage, they had sex 5 times a day. They were compatible. She said that she basically married herself. She showed me her wedding vow renewal ring he had just bought her and told me she was the luckiest woman in the world.
And also, that's how you know something's wrong with him, because she said that he reminds him of herself. What man reminds a woman of herself, man?
Exactly.
This shows you that It shows you that something ain't right with him.
He a little purple. Them purple men, them women, they look in the purple man eyes and see a reflection of it. So that.
Cut.
Oh God. Only it turns out she was lying.
Oh snap. Hold up. She had to make up all these lies because he really was not like that. You understand? She really was not like that because he is a deviant. He's an absolute deviant. And these sisters, they ought to watch themselves, man. Watch yourself. These brothers, especially, listen, the brothers in the UPK is prime example, but not to down the brothers who outside of the school as well, who in the world trying to find their way. Black and Hispanic men have a masculinity that will save your life.
That's right.
You understand? And as long as he ain't no goddamn sodomite, or he ain't have no other issues like that, his masculinity will save your life. It'll fix you. It'll help you. It'll protect you. But you want to run to the oppressor because that man, that brother, that father, that husband will not let you be a whore. Now you run into this thing here, who you have to make up lies. Think about what her life had to be if she have to lie about having sex. As a grown woman.
5 times a day.
Imagine she had to lie about that shit. It's crazy, huh? It's absolutely crazy. You know what I mean?
Concert, and that's how you know it's a lie, because now if she had to lie and say that they had sex 5 times a day, he's gay. They're not having any sex. That's why she had to exaggerate it.
Water, 5 times a day. She had to give you the dream that what she wants is the water. Because listen, she had to make it up because that's what she wants, because she lacking it so much.
That's right.
She lacking it so goddamn much. Just come in here and get your back knocked loose, man. Shit, hell. Come in here. These brothers in the gym, they eating fruit, they drinking punch. You know what I mean? You see Dungabar in the corner there looking, you know what I mean, fit as could be. Quatis, y'all didn't see him. Yeah, his name mean the Reaper. I mean, he comes to kill. You know what that means, ladies? You know what that means? He comes to kill. You get the point? Like don't gamble your life in the world with these heathens, man. Don't do it. I think the dude name was Stephen Stansberry. I think that was his real name. He changed his name to Belafonte. But he's not related to Harry Belafonte at all. He changed his name because he didn't want to identify as white, even though later on he started identifying as white.
It reads, in a memoir, Brutally Honest, Brown reveals that her marriage could not have been more unhappy. She claims Belafonte was abusive and that she could only get through the day by snorting cocaine for breakfast.
I could tell you she was on cocaine before. He ain't make a jump on it. She was on that cocaine and that Spice Girls. The bottom line is, you sisters, you're coming to the truth. Time is short.
That's right.
Time is absolutely short. I think we could drop that story there. Time is absolutely short. You see what's going on in Gaza. You see what's going on with this COVID worldwide, brother. Like, I mean, it's amazing. The thing started in China. Right now, India is burning bodies. I forget how much a day they're burning. It's a ridiculous number how much a day they're burning. This in Trinidad, one internet influencer came out and said how the government right now is run by the party that's black. She came out and said she think COVID is a government weapon because the people who are dying are mainly East Indian, only in the East Indian areas. Now you mean to tell me that in 2021, the Lord bring a virus and it knows who to attack? What 1 year after the East Indians was saying, put feces in the food that niggas come to order. Pee in the juice, put piss in the juice, kill them out, kill their babies, because all the babies gonna do is grow up to be dependent on the government anyway. They would call us pests and cockroaches in the media. Whenever the police kill a brother, they would say, one more pest down. Kill the cockroaches. 1 year later, mainly East Indians are dying. Maybe it's the Lord. Maybe the Lord heard you.
That's right.
That's right.
Maybe the Lord heard what you said and decided to make you eat crow.
That's right.
And that's what he made it, eat your words. Maybe that's what's happening. Time is absolutely short. You usually see government talking now about they're recognizing that there could be UFOs out there.
Yeah, I've seen that shit. Come on, Kyle.
Imagine that after decades of ignoring it, now you're going to recognize what it is. Time is absolutely short, Ark. America is giving away money. They're talking about another stimulus check and then paying people who have children $250 or $300 per child for the next year. Where have you ever heard that happening? The last time a ruling people ever gave money away was in Egypt.
That's right.
When they try to kick us, we right at the end. You want to roll dice on a heathen? Be my guest.
That's right.
Sisters who have a brain in your head. I don't care if you're hooked on crack. I don't care if you're weed head or you're a prostitute, you're swinging, whatever. You could hear what we saying right now. You come into the Israelite school or you can change your life. You brothers too. Right. Time is short, but the door is still open. Come in here and get right and get strong because the kingdom is next. Your rulership is absolutely next, man. You mad about how they're jumping on Atkinson's head and jump. Imagine that. You jump on a man's head until he dies and you beat the case? Brother, I want the kingdom. I want to be the judge in the case.
That's right.
I literally want to be the judge. And brother, I'm going to do what their judges do to us. Listen to the case. Be on the side of the prosecution. Act like if, or the defense, Salakia. Act like if, you know what? Well, you know, he does have a point. The guy was aggressive. And then turn the whole thing around and sentence them to death.
That's right.
I want real absolute power for what they did to us and what they still doing to us. Go roll your dice with the heathens if you want to.
That's right.
Go do it. Hurry up and go. But you brothers and sisters who tired of it and want to come up in here and get right, come to the Israelite School of UPK, man. You in Bristol, you in Liverpool, Worcester. Where else we have? Give me some places that ain't so prominent.
We got Leicester, Leeds, Nottingham.
Them places still prominent. Give me some others. Wrexham,
Sheffield,
Cheltenham, Gloucester.
What's that other one down south there? London, Hackney. You know what I mean? Them other places like that. Give me them other. You know what I mean? You from Liverpool. Liverpool to a point. You come to find the Israelite School of UPK, man. You call Captain Parashi and you get right, man. Because the time is absolutely short. Salaki, that was it. That's all I had to say.
That's right, man. That's true, man. If you come, man. And also, man, you got J Miles, man. You know what I mean, from Manchester, man. Listen, we got the brother over in charge of Manchester, Tazarpan, man. You know, you want to come to UPK, let's contact that school, man. We get you hooked all the way up with Tazarpan, man.
Big up Tazarpan, man. The king of the north. The king of the north. I mean, the king of the north. Him and the trooper Raal Bond, man. Good soldiers up there, man. Like now is the time for black men to get honor. Now is the time for Israel to get honor and fully be recognized. You know what I mean?
That's lucky, sir, man. We didn't have time to clash, but you know we know who would have won anyway. So
the next clash gonna be live.
Next clash live, sound clash.
Next clash gonna be live. You on one side of the room, I on one side of the dance hall, drinks flowing, tables, computers.
All right, cool. We do that.
Listen, you all think I'm joking? As soon as Boris say go, brother, I'm in the airport with a cell phone and a charger. I'm gonna buy clothes over there. You're gonna carry me down to Tesco or wherever you're buy them little sweatpants.
We don't do Tesco. You get the shop at Tesco. I can't my cat to the shop in Tesco clothes, man.
Wherever.
Be nice.
Listen, wherever I'm gonna be on the first plane over because this thing it had a it definitely it's damn near like you had to vomit on the UK now. It's like you're holding it in and you had to explode. Now it's time to vomit on the streets of UK. Make them sick. Make them sick. They have a vaccine for COVID. You're gonna get a vaccine for the goddamn UPK.
That's
Make
right.
them sick with speaking, Zach. Make them sick. Salaka.
Carlo won't come, man. So get definitely, man. You know, we're gonna blow up the UK, man. But Shalom, that's the 47th episode of On the Ends, man. You know what I mean? So
listen, J Miles says Sainsbury basic joggers. I'm talking about. Yeah.
Nah, man. I can't suck yourself, man. You're a priest, man. You can't bring them, man. We nice job, man. No watch that. We'll take you somewhere, man. No watch that.
yeah, I hear you.
You're a priest. That's that. Nah, but anyway, that's that sackcloth, like, isn't it? What sackcloth? Anyway, sir, that's it. The 40th episode of On the Ends. The water sir for coming through, man. As we do always.
That's right.
On the Ends. Captain Mishak, Captain Parasha, myself, Officer Karafia, Officer Dungabar, Officer Quatazar. You know, big up to Officer Tazarpan in London, in Manchester, Trooper Ra'awaban, Trooper Hakayan, Officer Shamgar. You know what I mean?
That's right.
Down in London.
Officer Magawa also in London. Trooper Mawasa in Gloucester, man. Also Trooper Karawan also in Dudley. You know what I mean? Big up to all the brothers in the UK, all the sisters also, man.
Yeah, definitely. Big up Netherlands also who also logging in. And also I heard Jeremiah, he gonna be teaching a class in the UK real soon. Y'all stay tuned for that. Y'all stay tuned. Jeremiah gonna be teaching that class over there in the UK real soon. Stay tuned for it, all right?
So Father for that, and we'll be here again next week, same time again, Friday, 9 till 12, like we always do. Again, man. Shalom.
Shalom.
Hey, I'm just following orders. Let me get one of those slow motion pictures, bro. One of the slow motion pictures.
You gotta shoot at 60 frames per second.
Come on,
They say they wanna hear that raw shit. These niggas claiming that they bullshit. These niggas better move and coach shit. As if they make the wrong move and coach shit. You see me, they like, ooh, keep on shopping. I'm on my way up and they ain't gon' stop it. They say they wanna hear that raw shit. I'm on my way. Coming up, I'm about to vote. They see me, they like, ooh, keep on shopping. I'm on my body, real niggas right beside me. Damn right, I brought my army, going up like a rocket, and can't nobody stop me. These niggas garbage, so watch your mouth, boy. Coming all black, slithering house, call me mouth, boy. I'm off the hip like a cowboy. I'm a king, you should bow, boy. Shorty like, damn, man, you cut up. Nothing I can handle. 144 in the booth, going Rambo. Niggas do you dirty like a stick in a bando. That's why I play the corner like a bum with a banjo. I'ma lead by example. Ooh, keep on sobbing, got this bitch off the hand, got this juice, got this drip, about to hit the bitch with the salt. It ain't rap, it's assault. Can't taste a bitch unless you with the coke. They say they wanna hear that raw shit. These niggas claiming that they bullshit. These niggas better move and coach shit. As if they make the wrong move and coach shit. One way, one way, one way, one way, one way. Coming up on my I do it how a veteran be. You better than me. I'm Reggie at the edge of the key. It's all money, no honey. Think you settling? See, you locked up, fuck up, and it's back to the streets. It's One West. You can check the residency. I reside with soldiers died on the soles of their feet. Cause there's death before designer. Ain't no coward in me. Cause I'm cold as a bitch's shoulder. You ain't calling a week. Get the cooking on this beat. Hope you like it well done. Got them killers rolling with me and they all red rum, red rum, red rum. Got you fuckers scared some. Get the banging on this beat till my fucking head numb. Black Glock, red drum, black and yellow air ones. Homie, you ain't got a vest. I suggest you wear one.
Told these niggas we was going up. They was doing a lot of talking. Now these niggas ain't saying shit.
Feeling like a legend in this shit, lil nigga, I'm past veteran. Never feeling third, lil nigga, I'm past God, Noah's Ark, you know I'm with animals when we flowing by. We back again, no cap, when I'm with Cap again. Yeah, they say they want smoking, so we matching them. Everything righteous, so you know when we get back at them, you get hit up with a K, but no acronym.